we're going.
All right, recap away.
Sonic.
That wasn't me this time.
Sorry.
So now you fucked it up.
YouTube.
You
What?
did that to yourself.
You did.
Yes. Well, we usually like go, hi, we hate you. Like,
Do we?
but no, I guess we'll go right to we
Sorry,
usually go like,
Howie. Let's
what's
do it
up,
real
YouTube?
Hi, hey, we hate you. Go.
There. Okay, perfect. This is the segue I needed. So last time in Lacuna, our party made it out of the dream realm. Going back, I believe it was like 2.5 hours out of the dream realm had passed, give or take, or about 24 hours in the dream realm divided by 12. So like 2-ish hours.
Yep.
As we exited the realm of dreams, just about where we first went in, aka like the eastern side of the city, or of this the burning, scorched hole to the Stygian that was once known as the city of Shibish. As we exit the dream realm, looking around, specifically searching for the refugees that escaped the city, as well as our dear friends Alden and Taro, who had led them away, as well as looking for the, of course, massive dragon, formerly known as the Silt Dragon, now corrupted and turned into a horrible malady Stygian beast. Unable to find the dragon, and surmising that it may have gone inside the massive rift to the Stygian, though we weren't certain at the time, we decided to go, I believe, south, towards the refugees, with our notable sorcerer boy, names Fenris, up in the sky doing a lookout. Ray was a dog. God, I'm really bad at names right now. I don't know why. I'm just
That's so rude.
Rosabella, and I believe Rosabella riding on Holdout, while Holden was, I believe, on foot. Making our way. Eventually, reconvening with the massive horde of refugees, as well as Taro and Alden, who are currently in a confrontation with, I believe, 4 different guides within the desert that were arguing about who would be the leader of this refugee group and threatening to split them up. The party was able to kind of die things down a little bit, reconvening the group as a whole, through lying. We then each took some different roles to make sure that the refugees were able to go more quickly, and that no one was left behind. Holden using some of his healing and things like that to help some people with the malady, and Ray helping some wounded, while Rosabella and Alden were helping keep the 2 groups of guides from going at each other's throats, while again, Fenris, still with flying, was holding up the front, scouting ahead. Things seemed to go pretty well. No enemies or anything like that attacked us, as we eventually came across a strange glowing, I believe, blue light in the far distance, that was spotted by Fenris upon questioning the group and even some of the guides about what it could be, reasoning that it clearly wasn't something that always happens here. They eventually came to the conclusion that it was one of those planar rift things, like those rift gates that had been popping up. I believe kind of similar to the one that we found Gloob from, right? Am I wrong?
For which piece? For Gloob?
Like the rifts that caused Gloob to end up in the material plane,
Well,
or
we
is
weren't
it
sure,
from a
right?
different source?
Yeah, you don't have that piece.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
we found Gloob post transfer, so
Fair.
we don't know.
Got it.
We don't know what brought Gloob here.
Yep.
Got it. Never mind. But yeah, in investigating it, I believe it was Fenris and Holden, while Rosabella and Ray stood back where it was safe. They saw that it was in fact a gate to somewhere else on the Prematerial plane, to the northern continent, which is named frick. I didn't have Conca pulled up. What's it called?
The like winter continent? Which northern
Yes.
continent? Thylacine.
Thylacine, thank you.
Yep.
That not only showed, a bit of Thylacine, but specifically the Storm Dragon. So upon kind of trying to investigate the portal, they noticed that and promptly told the group to move a bit quicker in case the Storm Dragon caught wind of this and decided to have a snack. Being as it was very unlikely it would be very happy to see us after the Silt Dragon was killed. Also, we did get a confirmation from, I believe, Alden that the Stygian Silt Dragon did, in fact, go back to the Stygian, or to the Stygian through the rift. Through trying to investigate, and I believe, I forget if he cast a spell on it, but through interacting with the portal in some way, trying to, read it, Fenris was blasted back with this psionic flash of energy, forcing him to only speak in Hush, the believed language of the Stygian. In exchange, I believe he lost the Elvish language.
That is correct.
Yeah, and now he's stuck speaking Hush for 24 hours. We don't know that in universe, but we were told that a little bit out of game. After that, everything kind of seemed to wind down. We just did watches, and I don't think anything super important happened.
Mm-mm. Peaceful watches.
Yeah, piece of watches. As we spent our first night watching over the refugees, which I half the population of what was once Shebesh that had escaped before. We need to give a name to this event. But yeah, if that's everything, did I miss anything important, guys?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think you got it.
You nailed it.
You remember some stuff I forgot.
All right.
Banana Man.
We'll leave Banana Man behind. And
What?
we'll jump into this music. We were
That
using
was-
music that I don't think you were listening to.
Oh,
It was very, very on theme, I think.
in a way, we're all Banana Man.
Yeah, Banana
You're-
Man.
you're
is
a
in all
Banana
of
Man.
us.
No, you're not, Howie. You're not included.
Oh.
just like middle school.
Trey, you and I said this completely opposite things. I called specifically Howie Banana Man.
Oh.
I know. Fuck you.
I'm
You know what?
specifically evil Banana Man.
You know what, Trey? I'll be right there, bro. Oh.
Oh, a conflict between friends. Yeah.
Okay. We start the day.
You're cutting out. Oh my god.
We start this day, you all waking up, starting to get people fed with whatever provisions are left, making sure that people are packed up and
Ooh,
ready to go.
I have create food and water that I did prepare.
That's right. How much does that make? Remind me.
I
think
can
it's
also
like a
prepare
solid
it.
amount.
At
gonna
least
say
two. needed.
You're
At
right,
least two.
and I mean no more than 1 million, probably.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright,
Sure.
What That's all you levels- need to know. What level is
Yeah.
the food and
I
drink?
believe it's
It's
second.
It
first.
is a third.
Is it third?
Yeah.
Purify. is
You're thinking of
first,
purify. Yeah.
Oh, I was
Um,
thinking of purify. You're right. which
Would-
I am going to take just in case.
You create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range, enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
15.
So not a whole lot of people, but
What?
so Sorry,
my
the people that
goodness.
need it most. Sorry. And I can cast it more than once if we need, like,
What
more
happens if you
people.
cast it at a higher level?
It doesn't
Nothing.
say anything for it.
Would you have asked me to prepare that as well?
I think it would have. Yeah, sure.
Um, I don't want to use a ton of my spell slots because I need to be able to fly for my job.
Yep.
But I will also cast one.
So for that. Fair.
Okay. Alrighty, gang. You guys did your rolls from last time. Let me peruse these on my little sticky note. Yes, I remember these. You rolled a 19 out of 100 and a 4 and 5 on your D whatevers that I had you roll, which are right here, D8s. Okay, so is there anything you guys would like to do before you set off on your day?
Yes.
Okay.
I had a couple of quick questions actually. Am I able to speak common immediately the next morning, or is it 24 hours exactly from the moment that it impacted me?
It is 24 hours.
So for like the whole morning, I can't speak.
Yes. You can
Cool.
sign
Gotcha. Yeah.
simple words, but that's about it.
Gotcha. I wanted to
Sweet.
clarify if it was long rest or specifically 24 hours. All right,
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
all I had.
Yep. Cool. Anyone else? Anything you'd like to do?
Nothing from me.
Nothing for me.
Holden?
Should we do find food crawling around, existing in the desert as plants or beasts, I have purified food and drink, or water, because water in the wild is a no-no.
This is true.
That's
It is
fair.
full of
Yeah.
parasites.
could get-
That's right.
Ooh, we could get like cactus water and stuff, and purify it.
There you go. Except for
true.
those
It's
one
like
that
quenchiest.
one kind of cactus, because that one kind of cactus you found was not water but potion. Were those
Mhm.
melons?
They are
Those
cactus
are-
melons.
Ah, look
Ah.
at me, remembering incorrectly and all the same correct.
Hey.
Okay. I need 2d4 from someone or two people's.
Howie and Dre.
Okay.
Oh no, I have to grab my
Alright.
dice.
Yes, father.
Oh no. Yes, father.
My father.
God
When
damn
can I
it.
get out of the desert on my own?
I cannot believe you
What
both
world?
reached out
What
to
world crimes
fucking
to see?
Pinocchio. I'm so
Oh my
upset.
god. I am too. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
So a 2 and a 3.
2 and a 3. Alrighty. Coolio. You guys set off then on your day. What is the plan for your marching order and such? Is it the same as before?
I'm doing
Do
the
you
same
want to
thing
stick
as
to the
before.
4?
And
What
same-
was it before?
Ray in front of the main body of people with Rosabella and Alden on either side, with the guides like both keeping watch and like keeping them apart, while Holden holds up the back and Fenris in the far front scouting ahead.
I am okay with keeping that.
Okay.
Oh.
If that is, go ahead.
When I am gonna cast fly for the beginning of this.
Mhm.
I'm subtracting my spell slot to do so, and I would like to get Jaden.
Okay. You gonna bring Jaden with you?
They asked to be let out of the book.
I'm so proud.
But we were in
Okay.
the time weirdness zone, so we didn't go back in.
True.
So now that
Yeah.
we are out of that,
Sounds good. You pull out Jaden with you.
It's been like an hour. Holy fuck.
no, it's been the whole night.
It's
since we
yeah,
came
you're
out
right.
for the
I was
day,
just gonna say,
yeah.
if we'd let Jaden out when we first got back, it would have been just about an hour. But I'm a fool.
Hmm.
You are.
To the dream realm, it's been like days,
That is also
Ah.
true.
which
Although
is wild.
there's probably funny RP moment that we can skip if y'all want to, of me trying to get Jaden to come with us when I can't speak.
True.
How do you get Jaden to do this actually? Like, what? Describe this to me. Because
could,
like,
like,
I don't think
beckon.
Jaden has studied much of the sign language at this point.
Yeah, I think Fenris walks in and sees Jaden, like probably at a breakfast table or a food table
Mhm.
early in the morning, and like signs for them to like come on, and then just looks at his hands, and then just waves to beckon him over.
Damn.
Them. You're right. My bad.
Jade will stand, looking kind of confused, and walk over. Hey, Fenris, is everything okay?
Fenris like sits there and then scratches his head, and then like literally looks up in size, and then just points at Jaden's forehead and casts sending,
Okay.
and goes, I'm speaking a weird language right now. Can't talk common. Can you come out of the book with me after breakfast? Up to you. Thanks.
Jade will respond to the sending, even though they're right in front of you. Just like, that's super weird. I have a lot of questions about what happened when I was asleep, but yeah, sure. Let me finish eating and I'll come with you outside. Bye. The one additional word.
Fenris will just give Jaden a thumbs up and then wait.
Jade will like very quickly finish their breakfast and wash the dish and grab their stuff, and they're good to go.
So
We go.
Okay, you come back out with Jaden, and you and Jaden are both flying.
Yes.
Okay.
I assume that with magical fly I can carry one person.
Yeah, if you'd like to try and carry Jaden, you can totally do so. I will say you'll probably need to make a strength check.
And we know I'm so good at those.
I have absolute faith in you.
You got this.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Jaden is but a feather in the wind. The easiest lift of your life.
I'm shocked. I think that maybe, well, actually, funny enough, natural 20 for a total of 19.
Awesome.
Nice.
Still, but a feather in the wind.
Alright.
Easily done.
Yee.
Okay.
I will bring Jaden to Holden.
Fantastic. Jaden will greet everyone, looking at all these people that they've not seen any of this yet. They'll look out across all of those people, their expression falls the moment that they come out of the book and see just how bad it is. But we'll greet everyone all the same, and tell you guys that if you need anything, to let them know. Otherwise, they'll be assisting Fenris from the sky.
all right. Be safe. I'll give them guidance.
You too. And they'll give you a thumbs up, and off they go.
And then they give you guidance.
That would be fun.
We are friends.
Truly, you are. They put Hunter's Mark on you and start shooting you from the sky.
Oh my god.
We
He's using
you wanna do
2024
you wanna
Ranger.
do this?
I start using One Winged Angel song.
I'm a castle person. Let Holden do his thing again. If you do that,
Up in the
Hi-ya.
sky.
I brought you back. I brought you back to life. I can put you back on the ground.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway,
I'm your
Um,
daddy now. Sorry.
if you guys are doing your general stuff again, I'm going to need your roles once more. Rose, you'll get help from an NPC, that being Alden,
Pog.
and fucking my brain. Hold on. Losing it. It's coming back. Anytime. Fenris,
on.
you have advantage, of course, because of having Jaden with you.
Let's fucking go.
You guys also have Okino and Taro, so I think it's probably fair to say you could all probably have some help one way or another. Okino probably
you
be
fucking
more helpful
serious?
in the back,
Yeah.
and Taro in the front.
It was persuasion, right, for me?
Yes, yours was a persuasion. Ray's, I believe, was some sort of a deception or performance.
Let's do deception.
Okay.
Guys, I might need to stop rolling.
I am so smart.
Uh-oh.
It is here.
Things
Fenris.
are happening. Well, my first roll was a 7, and my second of the advantage was a natural 20 for a total of 25. I just rolled back-to-back natural 20s.
I impose
Good
disadvantage.
fucking god. Yeah, yeah.
I
You
was
take
just
out the
like,
crossbow you've had this whole time with an arrow with
which
the
I
name
do.
Fenris
I do
carved
have that.
into it.
I do.
You shoot
Oh my
Fenris.
god.
I got a crossbow from Ray.
True.
Stop arming
God.
hold it. I got a 19 on my persuasion.
Very nice. Holden, I forget. I think yours was also a I think yours was an insight to see who needed assistance.
Yes, because Holden was
True.
trying to figure out who needed it and where he needed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clue.
I got a total of 18 for my deception.
Good, good.
So
I totally know what I'm doing.
what are our numbers looking
absolutely.
like right now?
18, 19, natural 20.
Ah,
Oh,
frick.
nice.
I couldn't have guided myself. Or wait, no, I already guided
10.
her. Never mind. Or them. Never mind.
10.
Nice, good one.
At
Holden.
advantage?
Oh no, not an advantage. Whoopsies.
Okino is assisting you, silly goose.
10.
Oh,
Oh, buddy.
L.
okay.
I did roll an 11 and a 1.
Oof.
Ah.
Incredible. So,
Maybe you should have given Okino advantage.
10.
10. So, we'll start with the others.
Okino and Holden's like, I'll be the lookout.
No, it's okay.
Ray, you are doing pretty well in the front. I think that what's probably assisting you a good amount is that your good friend Taro is naturally anxious, and the reassurance that you provide them also reassures other people around them. Where like they're asking questions about like genuine, like they're unaware that you are trying to lie right now. They're more
Oh.
like, because like they were healing people at that time when you had said that thing, so they're like, you must know, from the front. So Taro is sitting here asking like, where should we be looking for danger, and like what happens, if there is danger, and you're coming up with pretty good answers actually. And so the people around you are like, oh, whew, thank goodness we have a very capable person leading us. Oh, phew.
Look,
Rose, you and Alden.
I may not be providing as much like genuine help, but morale is important.
Morale is huge.
but my guys got ripped.
No.
And thankfully we do have actual experts on like the sides.
Fenris mysteriously gets counterspelled or dispelled magic, and you fall out of the sky.
It's me. Sorry, I thought it'd be funny.
Rose, you and Alden are once again working really well as a team. You're able to kind of catch each other's eyes from opposite sides of the crowd. Every once in a while, when you start hearing the arguing, and you can kind of pretty handily and non-verbally be like, you get that one, I'll get this one, keeping people from straying too far on either side or stopping for too long. The true problem is actually kind of the back. It's not a problem per se. It's just that it's because there are people that are a little more sluggish, or like the heat is really affecting those who do not have natural cooling in like stuff in their bodies, namely like a tabaxis who have fur, and dragonborn are all right up until they get too hot and things like that. Elderly people who are too young. tend to have trouble. So Holden is having a hard time managing all these people who are like, oh my god, another day out here. I don't know if I could do this. So things are slowing down a little bit, but you're still moving. While you guys are going along, Fenris, you note more of those cactus melons. From before. You guys find another 5
Swaggy.
to collect and use as you wish.
Who had those written in their inventory for the cactus melons?
I did not.
I was like, I know I didn't, so whoever did, can you just add 5 to your inventory?
I'm gonna blow you up. Who's Zach? Weren't you the one messing with the cactus melons before?
I do not think I was, because I do not have them written down.
I think it was Okino was the one who harvested them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who took them. It's possible
I think it
put
was
them in
me.
Okino's. I
I'm
think it
writing
was
down
too.
18.
I think you guys had 6 before, maybe.
That sounds
I
correct.
remember it was
I think
even.
you're right.
So
I
now
can-
it would be 11, but
I'll put them in Okino's for now.
okay.
Unless somebody else would like to take 11 cactus melons. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. No worries. Okay, it is in here now. Cool, yeah. You guys have a good amount of those, actually. Find yourself a good old apothecary, and you can have a good amount of potions out of this stuff.
We
Nice.
can
Alright.
profit off this.
You could. Continues. I need another set of rolls, please.
Same ones.
Yep, unless you guys would like to do something else.
All right. Let's do
No,
this.
I got this. With the help of my friends, I have it this time, I swear.
Is this second set of rolls for the afternoon?
Yes.
Are we assuming I can speak now?
Oh my goodness.
Probably second half of the afternoon,
Okay.
but yes.
My first fucking roll is another
Woo!
1, please. Please.
Oh no. Well, I got a 24.
24.
My
I'm sure everyone's
Persepi
rolling
is
with their
+5,
advantages
right.
from their NPC friends.
Oh, thank fucking God. 19. No.
Okay.
18.
Persepi is +5. 22.
Oh my goodness.
22, 24, 18. And Howie is muted, so we will return to that one in a little bit. Alright, so starting with our 18. You're starting to get accustomed to this again today. The first half of the day was rough. That initial heat was a little more jarring because you came from the cold night into the hot day. But as the days kind of droned on, you've gotten more accustomed to the heat, and so has everyone else. So people are kind of keeping up pace a little bit more, and those who do need it, you're able to spot a little quicker now. Via trial and error. Howie, did you make your roll?
Could I get one of like the guides to come up here and like assist me so I could do persuasion, then give them actual information?
Sure.
Thank
Which
you.
guy do you want up there?
Who? Not the one that wants to fight everything.
Okay.
Why?
Because they want to fight everything, and I don't think that's
So we're constantly
Actionable.
ready for the worst case scenario.
the Tabaxi one's mean and old.
That's all it takes.
If everything's going wrong, it'll make everything better when it goes right.
Who are the other two? I'm so sorry.
There's the fairy on the motorcycle
Right.
and the Aarakocra driving the car.
Let's do the fairy with the motorcycle is pretty cool, but also very what's the word, like aggro. It seemed. So let's do the Aarakocra in the car, the
Okay.
Aarakocra, if you will.
I will
No.
not.
I will not either.
I will.
Thank you.
That was a good joke, but I hate you for it.
Okay.
And can I do persuasion with advantage?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Womp. That's a total of 19. 13 on the die.
Okay, nice. I guess we'll do you next because you're the second in line in terms of numerical order, I think. Right? The other two are 20 somethings, I think.
Yeah.
Right? What
Yeah.
was Rose? Okay,
Rose was a 24.
sick.
Damn.
Rose in it today.
Yep.
Yeah, you spend time. You have to have this person drive up and drive parallel to this group in their car. It's kicking up a little bit of sand, but like people are kind of shying around it so they don't get sand in their faces. This Aarakocra you're learning is loud and doesn't really care about danger quite so much, probably because they're sitting inside of an armored metal car. They inform you that some of they discuss with you what you both know about the
Yeah.
dangers of the desert, and how at any time it could take a turn. That there are these like really large lizard-like entities that roam out here. They're big and purple and hard to miss, but they are stubborn and surprisingly fast in short bursts. You also learn about these like large sand golems that are some sort of lost tech that is not really recognized by any of the people who study arcanotech kind of stuff. So nobody knows where these things come from or why they're out here, but you don't see them until they burst out of the sand, and then it's a problem. Unless you're in a car and then you drive away, it's not really an issue.
Yeah.
You you also learn you discuss what you both know about the Sandman. The Sandman is basically a an old wives' tale of sorts. It's been
An
around
urban
for
legend or
yeah, it's been
cryptid.
around. Yeah, I mean, it's been around for forever, and like there have been sightings of what people claim to be the Sandman, and whether or not that's true, nobody knows. But generally, people who run into the Sandman disappear in a dust storm and are never seen again.
I think
So,
Ray
like, that's not
fully
a problem
believes
in a
that's
car.
real. Like, we just saw a dragon. You know what I mean? That is
Totally.
not even close to out of the realm of. Ray's just saying that as like, this is a real danger where I'm just gonna clock that and put that in. Like,
Yep. Yeah, that's more the larger threats that you both know about, of course.
yes, of course, the ones that we are both in agreement that we know about.
Yes. You also learn that there are some interesting land masses out here. There's like as you get closer to Kashvani, you'll see a lot more of these like floating stones in the sky and like magical anomaly stuff. There are also these things called cerulean outcroppings, which are just like these giant, jagged blue gemstones that jut up out of rocks and sand in different parts of the desert. Why they're there, nobody knows, but they're chock full of magic, and genuinely, if people can get that stuff on their hands, they make a good amount of money on it. But you got to have the right tools to collect it, because it's pretty hard stone or gem. Other than that, I mean, you mostly just talk about the ruins here and how they float around throughout the desert and never leave the desert. It never expands beyond the mountains to the south towards Elmina, and it never crosses the ocean as far as anyone's ever seen. And those who go into it always report seeing something different, which has kind of led people to believe that these are shifting and changing, living, breathing ruins of some sort. So, strange. But yeah, all those things that you know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. I think it was Fenris next.
Ye-
Fenris, you note that there are those I think I sent a picture of them, but I'll do it again. Why? Why am I yawning? I just drank caffeinated tea.
It's not even 10
I
o'clock yet. That's
It's
crazy.
not. I've been yawning since like 7 p.m. and I got good sleep, so I don't even know what that's about. Ignore that.
Your
Here's
body
this.
wants more sleep.
I literally get so much
Your
as it
brain needs
is.
more oxygen.
I think that might be it. Maybe I just stop breathing when I get stressy or something.
It's usually right after you've been talking for a long time straight.
That
Maybe it
actually
is
could
that I've
be it. You
stopped
might
breathing.
actually have like a little bit of shortness of breath, and your
Maybe I
brain's like,
just don't
you need to
breathe.
yawn so you're like, we get more oxygen.
Um, you spot some of these guys out in the desert. These are sand drakes. Um, Holden, you'd spotted some of these earlier on when you guys were closer to Sheebish. They travel in packs, and you note that there's a large sum of them up ahead on the route that you're taking right now. They are smart, it seems. They make no sound, but seem to understand where each of them are, and they hide in the curvature of sand dunes. It seems. I can show you if you want to open the Roll20 really quick.
Uh-oh.
Can you start the
If
activity?
you, yeah, I can start the activity.
Why do you have this on the map?
Because there was a chance you didn't roll well to look for it. And so there was a chance that I was gonna have a look.
If you would like to
at.
pull up the Roll20 and maybe on the side roll an initiative.
Yeah. Well, you see it coming because you're high up in the air and you're looking and you rolled really well. So if you'd like to curve around, you can.
Actual important thing. Am I assuming at this point that I can speak common?
Yeah, I'll allow it. That's
Okay.
fine.
Then I would Jaden,
Just
just to make sure I'm right on this. Jaden's on the ground, correct?
unless you brought Jaden into the air again. That
Yeah.
would
So
be
I would
fun.
probably fly down to Jaden and confer with them. Be like, there's a pack of oh my gosh, my brain just completely forgot their name. Sand.
My brain.
My bad.
It's sand what? Oh my gosh.
Drakes.
Sand drakes. Up ahead. We can probably steer around them if we tell people, but I'm not sure who we should tell, because if we tell one of the guides who just wants to fight, there's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, that's a good point. What do you think we should do? Not really a good liar, I'm gonna be honest.
I was thinking... I'm kind of thinking about just telling Ray, who can direct us around.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a good plan. I think Ray's talking to one of the guides right now, actually.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could probably pull them away.
So like, how much does this cost to like run on the daily? This thing, like, it doesn't. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't seem that fuel efficient.
Oh, well, that's a great question. It's actually solar powered, and if you're blah blah blah, I'm talking about the car.
I fly up.
Yep.
Up.
Hey, Ray, can I pull you to the side for a second?
Sure thing, baby boy.
I'll be right
Big
back.
boy.
We have a pack of sand drakes up ahead.
Oh.
Quite a few of
Can
them.
I like? Can I try to just like through my cyclist just slightly gauge the other person's reaction?
You were pulled away, I think.
I pulled you to the side.
Yeah, so no reaction from them yet.
Oh, fair.
I think
Oh.
they seem to be moving, like, looking at the direction we're moving. They seem to be moving right to left along the direction in front of us. I think we can just go around to the right, but I needed to be able to tell you that so that you can help direct that direction.
Is is it safer to can I make like a nature check or something to see if it's safer to just kill them or if we should just avoid?
Go ahead.
Wow. -1. Oh, okay. 17 total.
Okay. 17's pretty good. From what you can tell, based off of the limited knowledge you've received
Uh,
/ already knew
yeah, of
about
course.
sandrakes, of course.
Now I do know it.
Now you do know it. The sandrakes hunt in these packs, and they have their little like territories and ambush spots. So you can certainly go around them. The only true risk is what else might be out there in the surrounding area. The longer you take, the more people might suffer. The more rolls you're gonna have to make for me. It is what it is, you know.
So I'm
No
like
chance.
kind of debating it. So like, do you think it's okay to take a little bit longer, or should we try to just get rid of them?
I'm not sure. I'm not sitting back with the condition of people. I don't know what they're gonna think if we pull soldiers forward to come clear them out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
On one hand, can I fly back up just 20 feet to get a better view really quick, and just can I give like a general head count
Yeah.
of the creatures, the
Can I
sandrakes?
give
Yeah.
him guidance as he goes up?
Yeah, go for it.
What do I need to roll for that?
You've already done your Persepi, so you can just
Okay.
count them.
Oh.
How many are there?
I will count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, seems like.
Okay. I would come back down to Ray and be like, there's 14 of them,
That's a few of them. That's a decent amount.
and I don't have like just fireball prepared to just get rid of a bunch.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, we'll try and make our way a bit around this area. I'll mention to the people that they need to like get the soldiers very much on the outskirts and aware in case any stragglers from the pack try to go for them. So
Yeah, and then keeping an eye on the other side just in case. But I think we can just kind of skirt around and back onto the road and be fine.
yeah, of course. All right. So I'd like to like knowing that and like getting like a decent handle on the situation, I'd like to like go back and direct some of the people like, okay, there's a little bit of a danger ahead. I think it's best to like tell them, right? To like
That's your
tell them
call.
what you saw. I'd say yeah. Like I'll say like there's a pack of sandrakes directly ahead. So in order to keep everyone safe, we're gonna go around their feeding area. While we're doing so, in case that we run into any untoward danger, I'd like any martial people to be able to be on the outskirts of the group, keeping watch, keeping the guard up in case any dangers. Any questions?
Everyone seems to be pretty much on board based off of your roles and the confidence in which you explained all of these things. They're just like, yeah, all right.
Sick. All right, underlay. As I
Alright.
will lead the march, my shield out, like
All right.
trying to look like an actual.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I think I'd like to like just a tiny bit of like shape shifting, just to like make my chin look a little more like angular and like leaderly, make me look a little bit taller and better built, like
Amazing.
Chad
just
yourself.
basically a little bit more like Holden.
A little bit more Chad.
Truly incredible.
Chad, yeah, I put the
Start
Chad
mogging
filter. I-
everyone.
No, bad.
No, not that far
Okay.
yet.
Oh my,
Not yet.
You
oh my
guys
god,
are-
Ray's been mewing.
No. Okay, you guys are heading around. I need another D8 then.
Oh,
Who wants
well,
to roll?
I made this bed, so I guess I'll lie in it. Oh,
I
Go
helped.
for it.
so that way, if anything bad happens, you all can blame me. 8.
8. Okay, roll a D5 for me.
Damn.
Ooh.
D5.
Actually, do 4 at this point.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome
No,
back.
you're not.
They're going
Okay.
around the sand drakes to avoid the combat.
2.
2?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty.
Titled. Yes. Entitled.
Yes. Okay. You guys go around the sand drakes. It takes some additional time and takes you guys kind of a wide circle because it seems kind of like as Fenris, as you are keeping an eye on them from the sky,
Mm-hmm.
the sand drakes are interested and are stalking along within the safety of behind sand dunes. They're not, taking action simply because you guys were very good about keeping your armed individuals at the ready, letting them know and having them be on the side where all the sand drakes are. Not all of them, but like a good amount of them ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot more danger than they're seeming to be willing to take on for a meal. So it seems like you guys are fine, but you have to take kind of a wide circle because they are following for a while. But eventually, the Sandrakes peel off, seeing that they're not going to be getting a meal out of this, and head off on their way. Can I get perceptions from everyone really quickly?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Thanks.
Are we getting any help, or can we prep for this with like guidance and stuff?
Yeah. I would
Okay.
say that's fair because you guys are keeping an eye out for danger.
I would like
Cool,
to
cool.
have help from Jaden.
Go for it.
Am I getting help from
Somewhat saved my
someone?
roll. Okay.
I
Not
will
20.
help you.
Plus the
Plus for
third
I'm
one.
being helped.
For 4. Oh my god. 32. Or sorry, 34. Wait, no, 32. 32. I'm dumb.
Jesus. 11.
15.
11.
Well then.
I help
11.
Rose.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 11, 15, and then what was your total? 20 something?
32.
32.
With the guidance.
Oh my lord. Yeah, this even makes sense for you to be the one to see it first, Ray, because you were just talking with you should probably know that her name is Rolia. It's even
Nice.
funnier.
That's so
yeah.
Rolia, the one person with a car.
Yes.
Let's Rolia out.
No, she hits you with the car.
Oh, unfortunate. Is that what I had to look out for?
Yeah, you see it coming, but
dread.
it's too late.
Yeah.
Rulia had talked about those like weird ruins with you, and on the horizon in front of you guys, you see those ruins. It's this large structure that at first looks like it's part of the ground, like a large mountain of some sort. And eventually you notice that it is not on the ground at all, but it is in the air, dripping down sand and creating these like large dunes that you guys have been walking along this entire time. This one specifically, it's like you've been following behind the ruin. You know this to be the Pisque ruins, which I will put in here for you. So yeah, that is what you see in your distance. Doesn't seem to be any sort of immediate danger around you guys.
Okay, but would you sending our good friend?
I don't know where we are though. Like I know that we're like what? Like a bit southeast of Shibish.
On the way from Shibish to Kashmani.
Where is my map? Yeah. Oh, I never even transferred you over to this map so you could see the
Yeah,
things.
that's why I was like,
That's silly of me. Oh well. Anyway, let me zoom in out here. Oh, that sucks. There was a lot of them. I was wondering why you weren't counting them. I was like, well, geez, Zach, maybe we could
You know, I
count
was
to 14.
I was like
It's like,
I was
you're
like
lazy. I'm not omnipotent.
I was like I was like what, how would I know how many there are, Bryn? Like I can't. I'm looking at a chicken on a map that says goodbye, Shibish.
Put you there.
All right. Hmm. I. Oh God, I don't have Sydney prepared. Shit.
I do.
Uh,
If you let me know.
Well, haven't you already used like 3 third level spells today? At
I have
least?
no third. I have a fourth.
I don't know if I want you to burn your 4th level spell just to like
say
hey
hi.
girly, this guy. Like,
Hey, girly pop.
hey, the castle's here.
Oh my gosh, Becky.
Becky with the good hair. You know,
Look at those ruins. It is so big.
because like it would be cool if we could get someone like him to pick other people up, but like he's gonna want to investigate the ruin, so it's I don't think it's gonna be as much of a net good, unfortunately. God, this hurts to do because I fucking want to explore this dungeon so bad. But I think we literally just don't have the time.
Yeah, it's not a good time for this.
It'd be really funny. Somebody goes and like flies up there. You get Rose or Fenris to fly up there and drop a rope and just go, all right, thousands of people climb
We're
up.
all gonna explore the dungeon.
We're all going into the dungeon where it's very safe.
We're gonna
This is
ride
now
the
your new
dungeon
home.
to Kashvani.
I mean, it'd be real convenient to have a flying castle
Sure
to
would.
transport a lot of these people, but I don't know if we could take control of that.
Only one way to find out. Let's go.
True, true.
God damn it. Look, the big swinger in me really thinks that would be a cool idea to try to be like, oh, this castle can like travel and stuff. It could probably hold a ton of these people. But we'd have to like get in and also conquer the dungeon and also learn how to like do that.
Imagine living on a traveling
Easy.
city. Be pretty cool.
I feel like this is a reference to something I wasn't a part of.
I'm just saying that it would be pretty cool to live in a traveling
It
city.
would.
It would.
God damn you. What's the group think?
I think we keep it moving.
Okay, that's fair. Same.
No.
'Cause- okay, absolutely. Now that you've said that, we are not gonna go to there. Like, Shay truly is like the devil on our shoulder.
We come on, guys. Think about
Yeah, pitch this.
the plot. Think
Uh-huh.
about the story. Think about all the bad shit that could happen when we're in there that's going to further our
we look-
intrigue.
Our character
Would
development.
we look so baller rocking up to Kashvani with a floating castle with a
Yes.
bunch of refugees? Like, we have come to broker peace. Yes. Is
No,
that
it would be
technically feasible? I'm not sure.
it would be dope because we stroll up with it and it's like, oh my god, what do you guys want? Hey, we're just here to drop some people off later, and then we float away.
Like the frigging Jetsons, like fly car. Just bye.
I'm fine with moving on if everyone else wants to.
I'm also fine with moving on.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm just like nothing to see here, folks. Let's go.
People like, oh my god.
Keep it moving.
Sadly. Okay. You
Fuck.
guys.
Wait.
Yeah.
I want to be able to come back here at some point. And I don't know, because I know like at a higher level, I will be able to do something like a scrying.
Yeah.
Could I?
Uh-huh.
My thing is like I want to like get an object. You know what I mean? That I like know very well. And be like, hey, Fenris, could you real quick fly up and just place that on the castle so that I can like track it maybe later?
Or grab a. I guess you could do it the other way as well, right?
That's for
Oh, like-
teleport.
Oh, you're right. That is for teleport. Like taking an object from there won't let you do it. Was my.
Ooh, I have the Dawn Torch. It is the torch that burns indefinitely, but only during the day.
I
So
mean, we have
like
plenty of trinkets that we could leave
it
there.
will both make it more visible and like you know what I mean? Or I guess it won't. It won't make it more visible. It will that's literally not its job.
But that's why if we scry it,
But
how do
I
we
can
know where it is?
Shh. We can read the horizon or something.
So true.
I don't know if I scry at night and I look up at the stars, they can ask like someone who's actually smart to like pinpoint.
So your plan is for
Mm.
you to scry and then describe the stars for a smart person to discern.
Maybe they have detect thoughts and they can see what I saw.
Maybe. Okay. Possible.
This
I'll
sounds
never say
this
no.
sounds like an Intelligence 8 plan. I agree with this.
It's very convoluted,
Yes.
but
That's the best kind of plan.
Guys, can we make a U-turn back to the castle?
No.
Why?
If we
If you
get them
if you
to
want me to
safety,
go drop
yes.
something on the castle, I'll go drop something on the
No.
castle.
I will
I'll-
Also,
say,
aren't these the
in case
ruins
it-
that our buddy are looking for? Our buddy's looking for?
yeah,
Yes.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
why I was like, should I sending?
Okay.
I will say, in case this does anything to make you give you guys a decision, you will have to take a sleep sometime relatively soon in the next couple of hours. So whether or not you want to ride this thing through the night and see if it gets you closer or not is up to you. But just so you know, it is the second half of the day. Fenris is able to speak again. So you guys will be bedding down in the next couple of hours. It is close to dusk.
Mm,
Do with this information as you will. I'm going to let you guys discuss it while I take 60 seconds to go make a microwave brownie. Godspeed, soldiers.
Okay.
how far out from Kajvani
The-
are we?
About 2 days ish.
I think we're halfway.
I can look at that
Okay.
really quickly. I think you guys are a little further along than you might think.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's like,
you're like
oh, we're like- oh.
you're like a day and like you'd get there by afternoon of the second day from here. You got another full day.
Okay.
So it's not like we need the full castle as of right now. So it's not like, oh, without it we would never hope to. It's very much like, no, we can literally make food and water for people and like if we're careful we can get through this place.
Yeah.
So it would purely, I feel like, be just us wanting to do adventurer shit.
Yes.
And I think we can do that on our own time when there isn't thousands of people.
Yes,
I
I
agree.
agree. We will do. Unfortunately, we will do this later. But we can if night falls and everything's going okay, we can like sending the guy of like, hey, by the way, we are here and we saw the thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I would say also if you while I'm flying still, if you want me to fly up and put an object up there for your plan, I'm happy to do that. It's free. Like
I mean, yeah, I want you to put the dawn torch up there.
just in case.
Oh my god! Wait,
There's
yeah,
no
because
harm.
that way, if we're within 1,000 feet of it or like 2,000 feet of it, we can literally locate objects for the dawn torch.
Correct.
That would
but
make,
I
like,
don't know
doing-
how high up it is.
Oh, true. Well, we could be flying at that point too, especially if we're like in the airship with a guy of like, oh, by the way, we put an object we know about on there, and we can like, comb through the desert way easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and put up the dawn torch.
I will do that, and we will see what we see when I go up there. When Bryn comes back. If she comes back before I get back, I'm gonna go throw away some trash really quick.
Okay. It's like, why are you putting a torch up there? Don't worry about it. sometimes it's just not part of your business, man.
It's our Mario checkpoint flag.
And so gracious, till you were the son of mine.
My head is killing me.
Drink some alcohol.
Oh, all right. You're so right. I think
I was gonna say that no matter what you said.
I think my issue is that I've been drinking too much water.
I haven't drunk enough alcohol, actually.
I haven't consumed enough sugar today. I'm gonna go fix this by drinking as much alcohol as possible.
It's basically sugar. It's just old sugar, right? That's alcohol.
That's how it works.
I need to be more dehydrated.
I mean, guzzle down some of that good agua.
Some handful of salt.
No, don't just be crunching on salt.
Start drinking salt water.
And that would be awful if like
that
the
would
next
make
thing
me
you
throw up.
hear is like there's like a specific crunch where you know that they're just teeth
They're
is
eating
grinding on like
crystals.
particles.
It's
Like
like crystals of
sand.
some kind.
What are you guys talking? What?
Man, I
Like
love
with
eating
someone-
sand.
Like when someone, I feel like sand and salt are bad examples, but like when you're like eating like a sour candy and then you have the sour sugar at the bottom and you just eat that, there's like a very specific crunch
Well,
that
yeah.
is not like
it's not
it's
like
not
a
like you're
chip.
biting into it's not like you're biting into a chip. It's like you are chewing on
There are
crystals.
grains.
Like you can
in your
Yeah.
mouth.
hear the stuff rubbing against itself
Yeah.
as
It's
the
the same
teeth
vibe as
push
Pop
it.
Rocks.
What are we
Yes.
doing
It's
now?
like, oh, this
I
is the
want
method
to
that
eat
just
salt.
smooth out stone. Like,
If salt didn't taste like
Shade.
salt, I would eat salt too. For the
if
texture.
salt was what?
The texture is good.
If it didn't taste like salt, I would love the texture. Like sugar, but minus the guilt of it being sugar.
I like eating
I-
large amounts of salt by
So-
itself and feeling
so
it
sand.
burn a hole through my tongue. That's the best
You
part
know,
of salt.
Shay?
Have you considered
Like, what is wrong with you? Like,
have you considered that maybe you might be a tad neurodivergent
I like the
Kind of.
feeling of the
of the
burn.
burden? Yeah.
I like the feeling.
All this was started because I said my head is killing me, and I don't know why. So then I made the
Have
joke
you
that
had
I've
water
had
today?
too much water.
Oh.
I need to fucking dehydrate now.
What did you spend the day doing? You staring at a screen all day?
No, I stayed up too late last night, and so
Dumb.
That'll do it.
I got enough sleep, but I woke up late, and that's enough to put me in like askew the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I should
Uh,
probably honestly take.
But I've had a
headache
lot of
medicine.
water today, actually. So I don't know.
It's like I
How
feel like a
much?
nightmare to take all day.
More than one, that's for sure.
Oh,
Holy shit!
Well,
I'm now coughing for no reason. Fuck.
uh-oh.
Are you good?
You choke
Are
on
you
your
actually
spit.
guzzling
I
down
have a
some
feeling
salt?
that
Are you
teachers
forking
can't
down
take
some
it.
dust? Man,
No.
what are you doing?
working down some dust?
Oh, that was
All right.
gross.
Well,
It
what
was
is the
gross.
plan?
So, I guess first thing is I have been instructed to go place the torch on the ruins. So I'm
Okay.
flying up to the ruins to put something down.
Okay. What layer of the ruins are you gonna go put it on? Are you
How
going
many
lower
layers?
or higher? Well, they're uneven, so there's a lot of layers. But are you going for like a lower one or a higher one?
I think I would be flying along, just looking for a place where it doesn't look like the torch would like roll off from where I set it.
Yeah, there are
If
like
I find
balconies
a
and windows and stuff. So
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If
just fucking
there's
into
a
one of the
there's a
windows.
place like if there's a place with like somewhere that I could generally set a torch down where it wouldn't fall over and roll around, I would just look for what's most convenient there.
Or in case it like goes
Okay.
into the earth,
Yeah.
like that way. Yeah.
Yeah, probably a little higher up, not like on the bottom layer.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you're able to do so easily enough.
All right. And that way
While
we
I'm
can
flying down, do I see anything interesting?
Roll me your perception.
That is a 19.
19. All right, 1 second. This. Let's see. We're gonna want lower levels. Roll me a D16.
A D16. How do I do that?
Yep.
Oh, I guess I just put it in the
You
box.
can't handle a D16. What's wrong,
ex-
woke boy?
So what's with
15.
you today?
15.
It's such like I'm not gonna explain myself.
I'm a modern genius.
You see a
modern
surprisingly
Prometheus.
lush green room. Through one of the windows, you're able to see this like beautiful blue water, like a pond of sorts, with rock fixtures around it and these pathways that lead into the middle. It's like a circular walkway. There's a lot of like really strange plants in here. Most of them seem to have some sort of pink coloration to the flowers. And there's some faintly glowing warm lights kind of in the back of the room. Seems empty and vacant. Pretty.
That's cool as hell. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna fly back to the ground.
Okay, sounds good. There you go.
And then we're pushing on.
Okay. Pushing on. You guys end up having to take a rest for the night. Is there anything you guys would like to do with your evenings before sleeping?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last third or level higher spell slot to send a sending to Eunice, and then I would like to talk to the party, specifically to Rose, but anyone else who wants to listen. And that so for the sending, hey Eunice, we are walking through the desert from Fibish to Kakvani and past the floating ruins today. Try looking there if you are around.
Okay. You get a reply back from Eunice. It's pretty quick, actually. You hear his voice go, "Hey, Slugger. Yeah, I'm actually already in there right now. I got super lucky. Flew straight into it. Thank goodness.
What the
Whew.
fuck?
Let
Hold
me
on,
know
hold
if you're around."
I have spell slots to burn. I'm turning spell slots into sorcery points, and then sorcery points into spell slot to get one more third level.
Okay.
I'm gonna send back Eunice. And say, oh my god, my brain is complete. There's two things I want to say, and I'm trying to think of how to say both in the right amount of words. We are helping people right now, but we will catch up with you soon. Also, I left a torch there. Don't let the light scare? I don't know.
Okay.
Why did you have to make it rhyme?
I don't know.
That was such like a.
It wasn't intentional, but
Okay.
Faye.
that's true.
True.
Classic Faye behavior.
Eunice will respond and say, "Sounds great, Buttero. Let me know when you're around. I'm keeping pretty close to the ship for now. Just charting the speed of travel. See ya." That's it.
Okay. And then I go find Rose.
Okay. What is Rose doing?
And or the
at
rest of
this-
the party.
What is the party doing at this point in the evening? Just setting up for Eep.
I think Rose is probably ritualing her tiny hut.
Hmm.
Just like in the process.
If possible, I'm
Right.
cooking.
Okay. Give me an athletics.
Yay. I'm proficient in cooking shit. Yeah.
Who
Well,
let
that's
this
what
man
this is.
cook?
My athletics is a 23.
Nice. So typically this would be a different role, but you're in the desert where everything is wide open and you have to outrun rather than stealth around. You're able to outrun and catch a couple different desert critters to kill and cook up if you so desire to feed people as needed.
Hell yeah.
You find some cactuses along your like sprint through the desert in the dead of night. And you're chopping things up and making skewers and stuff. Probably nothing, difficult enough for me to try and make you do any sort of cooking role, unless you want to.
No, I would take the average, please.
Okay.
Please don't make me roll.
I
Okay,
will say
it's edible.
Note to the players. I keep forgetting because I have it written down in my notes. There is an entire cooking system that we haven't touched at all.
But that
Mhm.
requires ingredients.
What?
You have some.
I'm
we have
scared.
some of them.
Here, I have some what's it called?
No.
I don't know
Shock
if now is the
root.
time, but we should fuck around with that in the future.
I
Have some-
agree we should remember and mess with it. I just don't want to fuck up an entire evacuation's worth of food.
True.
Yeah.
I will let you guys know that the cooking system goes out to herbs and spices, meats, fruits, and teas. So you can start doing your own hunts if you'd like, and depending on what you hunt, you can cook that up and get good stuff out of it too. General hunting wise, but I mean, it'd be how it'd be. But yeah, I totally use the cooking system. Good stuff.
Are we all generally in a centralized location where I can talk to people? Is that okay to assume?
Yeah. What is Ray doing really quickly, actually?
Oh, I didn't ask. That's a good point.
I was just I think I would burn one more third level to like do another create food and water for some other people if I can, just to make sure like if anyone's like lacking food or like really desperately needs it or is like very hungry, they can get their hands on it.
Yeah, I think water is
Uh,
gonna be huge in this instance.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I think besides that, I'm just like just milling around, just like making sure people are like taken care of,
Okay. Yeah.
like using any like healing words or stuff like that for like people who are hurt or might have been like exhausted or injured.
Yeah. A couple of them are just like the pastier folks who have sunburns and whatever.
Ooh, let me
Some of
take
them
care
are
of
like
that.
particularly
Yeah,
not great.
the one you getting in the weird moles.
Yeah. Finish, you're able to eventually probably, I assume, catch Ray and get him to come over.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So I spoke with Eunice.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
on the ruins.
What? He's damn. That man
So
works
he
quick.
ran into it
Uh,
like right outside of Shibish when he left us. and has just been there since.
Oh, is he okay? Is he like
Yeah,
injured or
no,
anything?
he's there studying, but like my point was if I had gone to the other side of the island, I probably would have just landed at his ship.
Shit.
Oh wow.
Well, glad Eunice knows, I guess.
So he
Um,
knows about it. I told him that we would probably group up with him later after we finish what we are currently doing, but this takes priority.
of course, yeah.
I also told him that we left a torch there and to not let it scare him.
Oh yeah. Don't
Because
worry,
like
if it's at
random
night,
light
he
showing
won't.
up in the ruin is weird.
Yeah,
Um,
fair.
Speaking of which, I have good news and bad news.
Okay.
Yeah.
The good news is I'm back to speaking common again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Bad
yes.
news is
This will be noticed. What did he do?
I spoke in hush.
Oh
Do
fuck.
you, can you just do that now?
Yeah, I did some experimenting. And by experimenting, I mean this already happened. My experiment was what language I lost. I can no longer speak Elvish.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Okay.
man.
Our language together is gone.
Do you speak Celestial?
I do not, but
And
I'm
also,
working on it
don't you
with
both
Rose.
speak Primordial?
No, I speak.
No,
Oh.
that's Rose and I.
I
Yeah,
speak
me and Holden speak
Common.
Primordial.
I speak Common, now Hush, Sylvan, Draconic, and I'm learning Sign Language and Celestial.
You know what? We'll all speak sign language eventually, so that's okay.
Unless I give up right now.
Uh-oh.
You weren't
But
allowed.
my
Sorry.
point is, I can now speak Hush. The weird runes that I was writing that caused me to learn Hush, I can now read.
That's pretty cool.
So when we next run into one of those weird portals, I'll be able to read the outside. I didn't have enough time to write down the full set
Before
of
you were like
symbols.
mind busting.
No, before the dragon was coming.
Oh, right, that guy.
But yeah, there's that. Any particular thoughts on that?
That's wild, man. Well, like the Hush is like the language of like the Stygian, right? Like,
It
that's
might
what
be. I
the
don't know.
yeah. I'm honestly not super sure what the heck the Hush is, but I'm. This all is weird, and I don't really get most of it. What do you think, Rose?
I think it's good that we now know. So one of us now knows how to translate that without using magic to do so. As long as you feel okay with it, Fenris.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay about it, especially that now when I look at the runes in my book, I'm not. You can correct me if I'm wrong on this, Bryn. I don't feel particularly like overcome the same way I did before now that I know the language. So I don't think I'll be getting stuck in Hush again.
Cool. That's
But
actually really good.
It is.
also now because I've experienced, I guess, both sides of it technically. I did feel like an attack on my mind that caused me to learn Hush. If
Like
you
something deliberately was attacking you, or it's just like
no
ambiently
just
bad.
yeah, more the latter.
Okay.
Not like a particular. It didn't feel like there was a particular being coming at me, more than
Mhm.
like I was tempting knowledge that a normal person doesn't have.
Okay.
Like there was no
Um,
like weird technicolor like lady trying to like get in your brainwaves.
yeah, nothing like that.
Okay.
If one of
might
you
have just
runs
been
into
me.
it and you manage to stave it off, you would get what happened to me. I think the first time back in oh my god, my brain. Druid City. Shit, Celadine.
Yep.
And I point to Holden as I say that, where I was just stuck for a day speaking Hush, but didn't
Yes.
learn it permanently. And if you aren't able to stave it off, it looks like you still get the day of being stuck in Hush, but then you learn it afterwards.
It was an awful day.
I imagine that
Wait,
the
what that?
reason most
Besides
people
that,
who
was it awful because of that?
Yes, Fenris couldn't order food.
Oh,
it
He
was
didn't even understand the Grubhub
Or-
are
app.
you one of those kinds of people that like don't have anxiety ordering stuff?
No, but Fenris could not speak for himself at all, and he also wanted to get books at the library that day because there was weird stuff happening to him, and I don't know how to find those books, and we couldn't find them, and then I had to ask someone about them. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to books.
Yeah, same. Glad we got a couple of nerds with us.
I punch her.
my biggest question on the Hush is if that is the language that Caledon speaks.
I guess we could ask.
I like hold up my like light spell like so that Rosabella's shadow is like a little bigger. Just, what up?
The shadow reforms into the silhouette of Caledon, who shakes his head no.
Ah,
Thank you.
Caledon, how often are you just like I I think we're saying you something, but we'll just shut up.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Are you doing okay, Caledon? I know it's been a
Yeah.
little bit.
One gives like the so.
That's fair.
There's nods. Yeah.
there's been a lot of stuff happening recently. I feel like we haven't had time to just sit around and talk about all the shit that's going on.
Alright, I'm gonna go do something. You guys have fun.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Last time we sat around and talked, some bad stuff. So
Well-
it's just gonna be an avoidant for a little bit.
Okay. I'll ask them about that later. I wanted to talk about the crown.
oh. What about it?
Because we now have 2 crowns in our possession and 1 spark. But your crown responds to you. And we haven't looked into it, studied, thought about it at all.
True. What were you thinking? Like, did you have a specific way you wanted to mess with it, or
I don't know if it's safe to mess with it, especially given what Caledon told us about previous
right?
magic related to it. But
I just meant kind of like studying it, really.
has it reached out to you at all? Have you gotten any like magical feeling from it? Have you
No,
worn it?
no, I have not worn it since the volcano.
Do you want to try?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It definitely isn't.
Maybe after we are not surrounded by people.
Sure. It feels weird that we ran into another one of these extremely strong artifacts. Although it's incomplete. And it hasn't had the same tug since we left, even though the item should be unchanged. It's also weird that why would that crown did that crown choose you, and why would you be chosen to a plane. I don't even know if that's for the material plane. If it was, it would make sense. But like, it seemed to be fire related. Do you have any idea why you would be related to like the plane of fire?
I don't. I have never been there. I've never been around something that's fire elemental related, I don't think. Bryn, do I know of anything back in my home city that is like fire elemental related?
Make a history check with advantage. It's your home.
With a 15, you remember the gigantic fire elemental torch
Volcano.
Oh my god.
that says fire elemental torch from the plane of fire, do not touch in the center of your town.
I remember touching that.
Do not original crown. Do not steal.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You don't recall anything specifically fire, related. You had normal seasons, and there wasn't like a volcano or anything weird like that. There
Right.
wasn't even like any fire rituals or anything. I mean, it's all Aasimar, so like, feathers are flammable, so fire was kind of minimal.
Don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Mm.
But you all right, it's we haven't really had the time to sit down with it or with either of the crowns and just kind of investigate.
Yeah, we have. It's also weird. Perhaps held in different locations across different planes, obviously, but it's also weird that we've found 2 crowns on this plane, and we know where a third is, and we've only found 1 spark. And that one wasn't even necessarily found. I've just had it.
Right. Did we back in that I think it was back in the volcano. I remember no, it wasn't in the volcano, but it was in Ebony Arch. You know, no, I'm gonna ask this out of game. Back in Ebony Arch, I remember finding a journal that was in a language that none of us understood. Do you remember? Have we looked at that since then?
No, we have not, I don't think. But I can try and read it if it's in Hush.
Yeah.
Also, in the same place that we found the crown, weren't you able to sense like a strange aura, like an Aasimar type feeling?
There was stuff. There was aura on Rose when she started flying.
Right. Which then went away
Yes.
after touching the crown.
You flew
Yep.
down to the lava, and your wingtips nearly touched lava, and then when you flapped upwards, it enveloped you with lava, but did not touch you, and
Right.
revealed the crown at the bottom. And then once you had it, the orb of lava around you dissipated and went back down into the regular flow, and you got out of there.
And then the aura
You-
dissipated, right?
Yes, you had that kind of consistent, a little bit of everything vibe to you, Rose, but it was like
Yes.
really faint, like a
Mm,
whisper of it.
Okay.
Like a hush of it.
Oh,
I've cracked the code.
You know what else we
Oh.
should try and outside of that journal that was in a language that none of us could read, I kind of also want to see if I can read the journal that we found from the university or the School of Divination guy from
Mm,
what's it called? My brain. Almina, who
Mhm.
talked about going to the great beyond, and at the end of the journal, the pages just went into nonsense.
Okay.
If I
I
remember
do remember
correctly, that
that.
happened.
Yes.
Yes, that did happen. Those notes, I think I remember you guys identified as deep speech because Holden could read that one.
Yes.
Oh, that is correct. That's correct.
Yeah. So I do have this journal that I remember finding in Ebony Arch, and none of us could read it. I don't know if it's Hush. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Might as well try.
Rose will pull out the journal.
Okay. It is not Hush.
Yep. Nope. Still can't read it.
All right, worth a shot.
Worth a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, once we get these people to Kashvani and figure out our next move, then maybe we can do a little bit more research into the crowns that we have.
Yeah.
I have a question about that book. Do neither of you have a spell that could let you read it or something?
I
I think I can prepare a
do.
spell that would let me read it.
I think mine might be a ritual. It is. So yes, I could.
I just didn't know if that was a thing.
I can prepare a spell that would let me speak any language but not read.
Is it comprehend?
No, it's tongues.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have comprehend. So yeah, I could
I
read
can.
it.
I can also learn comprehend, or I can prepare comprehend.
Yep.
It is a sorcerer spell.
This book, this was
Did-
the one you guys found in Ebony Arch
Yeah.
Yes.
in that library.
Yes.
Yep.
Did we try comprehend languages?
I
We might not
believe
have had the
that-
time.
I believe that you did not, maybe. You did. I think Fenris is the one who had that book, though, because it was blue.
Oh, does Fenris have it?
I think it's on Fenris's person because you're pretty sure that it's Cobalt Soul.
Oh, is that what that one is?
I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. So okay. I have in my inventory something called scrawled journal, and I don't remember what that is. I was thinking that was that, but
Oh,
The scroll journal I thought was from the library underneath. Is that tr- Is that what underneath?
Almina?
Yeah. Was that what it was?
oh,
Yeah,
maybe
that
it
was the one that was talking about the Great Beyond.
Oh, that's yep. You were so right. Yeah, I just found in my notes. Yes, so Fenris does have that journal we found in Ebony Arch, because that
Mm.
is a Cobalt Soul journal. We did translate that.
It didn't.
Um,
The last page included something like "Who are you?" Something like that, right?
yes. Mhm.
Yeah, it started actively writing to whoever was reading it at the time. which was
Yes.
Rose.
So then the scroll journal is about the Great Beyond.
Yes.
Gotcha. I got confused with my notes in my inventory.
It's okay.
Right. Was there anything else, Fenris?
I think that's all for now.
All right. Well, I'm almost done with the tiny hut, so you want to be in it. It'll just be a moment.
Yep.
Okay.
I could think about spells for tomorrow.
Is there anything that anyone else would like to do before taking your rest?
Ah,
I agree.
I would like to plane shift a nuclear bomb
Oh,
into
we're back in campaign 2. How did we get
into
here?
the Stygian.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
problem solved. Guys,
Wow.
we're done.
Yeah.
We did
Alright, campaign's over.
Damn, you sent the entire Stygian into nuclear winter.
Now every
did it.
time one rips open across the material plane,
A wave
those
of
people get
radiation.
Oh, I was
Skillet
gonna
Yes,
shield.
say-
which is in its own way another kind of incurable malady.
Yeah.
I was
Um,
gonna say that the
It's
The-
winter.
the Stygian functions like a Schrodinger's box, where when you light the nuke, we no longer know if it's actually gone off or not. So every time the portal opens, it's a
Well,
new explosion
People around
that,
Shimmish
w-
will know.
that wipes out the area.
Oh my god.
So every portal becomes
that
its
would be
own
such
nuclear
a
bomb.
new-
Oh my god.
I
And
need
now,
that.
either way, the campaign is ended because you have destroyed either the problem or where we live.
Yes, the answer is you destroyed both.
The answer is yes. Okay.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. Anything
Goodbye.
from Rose or Holden then? Because I think Fenris, you already said that you weren't going to do anything else.
Correct.
I'm okay.
I am
Okay.
also okay.
Alrighty. As the sun is setting, you get a little bit of a light show in the sky. There is this like beautiful vermilion red aurora borealis that dances across the sky and lights things up a little bit. It's like flame. Um,
Hmm.
Beautiful, peaceful. As peaceful as it can be with a group of people who've been stuck in the desert, freezing to death, sweating to death.
God.
Speaking of that, can somebody roll me a d20?
I'll do it.
No,
Oh.
let me.
You can all do it, and I'll average it
No,
out.
you have
How about
bad
that?
luck.
Oh, that's awesome. I have
Oh,
good
that's-
luck. I have
that's
such good
terrible.
luck.
You guys choose. Everyone roll, and I average it, or one person roll. All or nothing.
Absolutely not.
Wait, everyone rolls a what or no one rolls what?
A d20 and average it, or one person rolls a d20 and we use that result.
I got it. I got this. One person.
Shay.
I got it. Give me the chance. Put me
Are we
in.
putting the one roll in Shay's hand? I'm fine with it for the funnies, but
You know what? Go for it, Shay.
18.
Damn. Damn.
You see
Okay.
It's
18
18?
dragons. No.
I had rolled the last one, and I was like, why am I doing this? Let's leave the fate in the y'all's hands. You rolled
Hmm.
well too. It doesn't seem like anyone's getting fatigued quite yet from all of the rigorous travel. You guys have been going at a mild enough pace that people aren't being strained to give you disadvantage on that roll. And you're not going too slow to where you guys are spending additional days out here to make more of these rolls. So overall, it seems like you guys are doing pretty good. Welcome to my version of the Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Damn, that really is what this is.
This ship is.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a little closer to Trail of Tears.
No,
No.
you can't say that. We're recording.
No. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
It's like that's just American history.
Ugh.
It's going to take watches through the night, or are you just gonna sleep?
I will take
Yeah.
first watch.
I will
Take
take
watches.
a watch.
We don't sell those here.
Take
Oh.
watches, you guys.
I'll take second watch.
Sounds good.
I'm also doing the thing I did last night, which is like doing the like Guardian of Faith. with a 4th level spell to like, if anything gets too close, it's gonna fucking light it up. And
Fair,
it
fair.
is it does just look like a big pretty bubble. I think right in this like, I think in the center of the refugees. I think like, so anything that like tries to get to where the most people are, it's gonna get destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throughout the night, your guardian kills 11 civilians and a fly.
Oh my
No.
god.
Not the fly.
Oh
No.
god.
I love the
No.
idea that somebody got up in the middle of the night and is like,
Go to
"Oh,
the
what's this thing?"
Got annihilated. Yeah.
No, it only sees those I see as enemies, or it only kills those I see as enemies.
But what if that
Or that are,
person
like,
was
hostile.
secretly evil?
Then fuck them.
Damn.
Do we need to roll perception for watches?
Yes.
Perception.
Percepi.
I got average
12.
15.
12, 15.
Is anyone getting advantage because they're like doing it with other people, like doing it with
All
Okino or
alone.
Alden?
I wasn't
Oh.
accounting on that, but if I have advantage, I'll roll with advantage.
Yeah, if you guys would like to take an NPC with you, go for it.
I'm alone.
That was way
Psycho.
better. 22. I'm taking Okino.
I'll
Okay.
take Alden.
Okay.
Taro goes with Holden.
Perfect. All I can imagine is that's a lot of Holden going yep, 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 yep for like several hours, and Okino just sitting
I'm
there.
a lone watcher, a guardian over these people. Taro's like, hey, do you want a
Taro's
snack?
Like, oh,
I would love one.
delicious, just like the bones of my enemies shall be. Taro's like, okay,
I'll guidance myself,
go for it.
if that's allowed.
Nope.
Oh, drat.
Drat.
Unpog. Oh my fucking.
Oh.
Hang on, I gotta take. No! I
Uh-oh.
was trying to take a screenshot, I actually exit out. I got 2 nat 20s.
Beautiful.
What?
I've never gotten 2 nat 20s before in my life.
Holy shit.
That's incredible. I believe you.
What the fuck?
And I'll
Good
roll a
job,
d4 on
buddy.
top of it.
I've rolled natural ones, so I believe that. It happens.
That is true.
You've
Yeah.
rolled 2 natural 20s.
All my
before
wizards
on
are bad at
physical
stealth.
dice.
Immediately proves that.
True. Yeah, this group has actually seen me in real time when you guys were in the mine shaft in the last campaign. Roll a bunch of d20s for the like mob of enemies and roll like 7.
Yep.
And I was like stacking them
Oh,
on top
yeah.
of the d6s I was using for the mobs and being like, guys, I'm sorry.
I imagine in a
That was-
fight, like.
Oh,
That was the combat.
so
2
funny.
PCs died, and it
Yeah,
wasn't like
that was the
it-
hardest
it
fight of that
wasn't-
campaign.
meant to be as difficult as it was. The enemies just couldn't stop critting.
It's
My
because
God.
they were all flanking, and thus were getting advantage. But it was ridiculous. It's one of those like few times in which I was sitting there like, man, I wish that I hadn't rolled in front of them so that I can be like, oh no, a 13. Just like
Yeah.
once. Just one would have made a difference for me to lie.
Oh, wait, I got a 2 on the d4, so a nice 30.
Oh, of course. A nice 30. So we got 30. What are the other two?
22.
22.
Nice.
Holden.
I got a 12.
A 12. Okay.
The
But you
highest I
did get a
rolled was
nice
10.
cereal bar.
You sure did. Okay. For your watches, you will start out. I assume we'll go typical. Who was first? Ray was second.
I was third.
Okay, so
Holden was first.
Okay. Holden.
Well, hopefully that works out because it's the earliest into the night, you know. people are like likely still awake, at least some of them, so in case
Yeah.
something goes down.
Yeah. So Holden, you are cycling around. You like pacing around the group sometimes, or just like talking with Taro and keeping an eye for danger. On the horizon, you're not seeing too much. Um, Occasionally you'll see a pack of the sand drakes going by. Likely even the same pack maybe that's been maybe trailing you guys and hoping that one of you guys, your group, would keel over and they could have a free meal out of it or something. There is an instance when you see something large and theropod-esque in the distance. It doesn't seem to notice your camp, and seems to be trailing behind where those sand jackals were. So eat or be eaten out here, truly. But for the most part, you don't really see anything. Your watch goes rather uneventfully.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Up
Safe
top,
out
Taro. Let's
here.
go sleep
Yeah.
the night away.
Okay. You Taro go off, get some rest. You wake up Ray and Alden.
Gonna eat some sand.
No, you guys.
Oh, just like a full mouthful of sand.
Sorry. You guys take similar to the night before. You take your time. You sit down. You're watching the horizon. Occasionally, splitting off to go opposite directions in the outer portion of this group. At some point throughout your watch, you note that there's movement in the sky. Nothing that's getting close yet, but there's like an aerial fight of sorts going on up there. There's like a set of these buzzard-like creatures, which I will show you a reference for. And I would just like to say, this is on the Disney Wiki page, and I don't know what the fuck this is from. But it's on there.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, that looks like it was in a dinosaur movie.
Wow, thank you. I'm gonna guess it was in The Croods, maybe. But anyway.
Maybe? The Croods
But
is
when
in a Disney movie.
Oh, you're right. I don't know. It looks like
Hmm.
something
Thumbs
that would
up.
be in The Croods. There are these like they've got the striped necks and these like multicolored feathers that from a distance kind of look vaguely star-like or are entirely snuffed out in the darkness of the night. And following kind of nearby and sometimes snapping up some of these creatures and raining a couple of feathers down on the group is this much larger creature, pterodon-esque, that is just grabbing them out of the sky and occasionally swooping around and glancing down at this like large group of maybe meals.
I think very much like could I like help Taro with a nature check or something like that?
Taro? Or
Oh,
Alden?
sorry, not Taro. Alden with a nature check or something like that to like know what this thing is to see like if there's a good way to deter it or if like
Yeah.
this being generally threatening would help.
Yeah, you can do that. Let me.
And in the meantime, I will like interpose. So like I'm just gonna like go where it's like kind of is, so that if it tries to go at anyone, it'll go to Ray.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let's see how Alden does. Alright. Calm down, Alden. Good fucking god. 18 and 19 on the die for a 20 or 21. Good god. Okay.
Nice.
Huge.
These are called dusk vultures, the smaller ones. And the other ones are called midnight strikes. They specifically come out at the highest point in the night. Um, if they're hungry enough, the midnight strikes are much more likely to be actual issues. The other ones, the dusk vultures, are less so a problem. They might swoop in and try and steal scraps, but they are scavengers. The midnight strike is a predator. So that would be your actual concern in this time.
Mhm. Uh, does Alden know any like specific way of like deterring them? Midnight
Um,
strikes.
given the fact that they come out at the highest point in the night, probably light.
Okay, I'm great at that. I will shine kind of a beacon. I'll use like a light spell to uh kind of make my shield like glow, like the mirror shield that I have. It like now is like glowing bright. I'm just like kind of having it out both as like protection, like literally, but also as like a ward. So like it just sees it as like, oh gross. I don't like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have that like I'll flash it basically.
Okay. Sounds good. You flash this light, and you immediately see the change in the midnight strike behavior as it darts away and takes a wider circle, and then the more times that it swoops over and you blind it with light, it takes larger and larger circles until eventually you note that it does not bother to come back. It does not like that.
I'm just imagining like Ray having to like run around the circumference of like the group and just be like, sorry, like stepping over like sleeping people.
And he's getting flashed with a light.
Sorry. It's
My
coming up,
bad,
predators.
sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, your watch is rather uneventful.
Cool.
Okay.
Like as they wake up, it's like, hey, have you heard of the Children of Twilight?
They're pretty cool. Give me a persuasion.
Subliminal messages.
Yeah. Give me a
They're sleeping.
persuasion.
Children of Twilight.
Uh,
God. Slip like a brochure
yeah,
into a
give me.
couple of their pockets. Like, do you want to be saved? Do you want money?
You heard the,
You should join the
have you heard the
Children of
word
Twilight.
of. Have you heard the word of the Dark Lord?
Like all these desperate people that just lost their homes. Like, hey, you want to join a cult? You want to feel like you belong?
Join the dark side. We do have
Join the
cookies.
dark side.
We
have
literally
pranks.
have cookies. We do bake sales. It's great.
We do bake sales is so good. One of the cookies in the bake sale is like a dud. Like you get the Harry Potter jelly beans.
Yeah.
One is raisin, and the rest are chocolate chip. And the raisin one is also full of laxative. But, that's neither here nor
No.
there.
The raisin was the normal one. One of the chocolate ones is chocolate lax. If you get the raisin one, you're considered the winner. If you get the choco lax, you're considered the loser. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion for your subliminal messaging.
Sure. Can I do advantage because I'm like helping? It's fine if not.
I say probably flat.
Okay, cool. Can I give myself guidance?
Of course.
Sick. Thank you.
Eek.
Oof. 11.
11. Okay. Good to know.
Yes.
All right.
Have you heard of the Twilight? Sorry. Okay, I'll stop.
You
That's
swap
the end of my
over-
watch.
You swap over to the third watch, Fenris. You rolled pretty well, as I remember.
22.
22. You don't see very much, though. In your time on the ground, you spend most of your time in the air when you can. But now that you're on the ground, you've taken a seat at some point. You don't see danger, but you do note a very faint but consistent like rumble to the sand underneath you.
Hmm.
Like if you were sitting in one of those massage chairs and it's on its dying breath. Like the very last the rumble.
Mm. I don't like that.
I think it's fine. Don't worry about that. But yeah,
But
otherwise there doesn't seem
Ye-
to be any huge danger. All right. The next day comes. Um, everyone awakens and begins setting up for the day. The cold of the night is leaving. The aurora borealis is fading with the sunrise, and people are taking out what dwindling resources they have to eat and drink at this point. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you set off on the day's journey? Your last full day at the desert.
I'm gonna take 2 first level spells and cast Create Water.
And I will do that's perfect because I was preparing control water. Uh, so if you want, like, I don't know, could I? This might be dumb, but I know Howie knows that there's like a lot of groundwater and stuff in the desert that is usually like brought up with cacti and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a possibility of me like getting a decent amount of it and just kind of like pulling it out?
Roll me a nature to see if this is something that Ray Desert would know.
I have been talking with the nature survivalists. Could I
True.
potentially
I
get
should also
advantage?
say, were you talking about that sort of stuff, or are you focusing on dangers?
I guess I was mostly focused on dangers. That's fair.
Okay. So
Could it be a
probably just
survival check?
yes.
There we
Um,
go.
I should say person about desert, but I was thinking about man about town. Sorry.
Mhm. And of course,
Mhm.
guidance. Okay. Uh, that's actually pretty good. 15 on the die plus 4, 19 plus a thingy. 4. 23.
Okay. Then yes, you would know about that, and you could pull out a good amount of water, I would say. I
Nice.
will allow this.
Cool. I will I'll suck it dry. As I you see Ray kind of concentrating on something that you've never seen them do this before. They're like, okay, got to do some divine shit. As I just like concentrate on a like the cactuses that we can't like drink from and they're like isn't super great to do, but I'm like, but I mean they got to be getting that water from somewhere. Like, and you just see like the sand around the cactus and like that kind of stuff like just slowly start to get kind of like a little bit darker and then like a little bit muddier and then you just slowly see like droplets being like pulled out, just whoop, 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 looking like catching the light and looking like these like kind of a huge array of like bubbles and things like that just slowly pooling out until eventually it's this like big old like huge like glob of water raised above it. You see the cactus is like fully like dehydrated and died. I'm like, sorry. As I'll try to like use control or to like direct it to like the containers and things people had like brought, and any of the rest I can honestly like freeze or turn into a tub to hold the control create water that Fenris is doing.
Okay. You guys
So that
have
people get their fill.
you guys have plenty of water with additional that people can put away in containers and such for drinking later.
Before I have to
Yeah,
scout for as many people as I can hit that ask for it. I will also be offering to freeze people's water to like since they have ice with a shape water, the cantrip.
Okay.
Keep them cool
Yeah.
and prevent heat stroke and stuff.
Yeah, everyone is like lining up for that.
Mm.
Absolutely. Anyone who has that spell, they are happy to take that from.
And of course, it's just like, thank Pendus for giving us this. Thank the Twilight.
The Children of Twilight is on your side.
I do the thing, like when you kiss two fingers and put it up to like God or like a dead person. I do that, just put it down.
God.
Gift
Down
from
instead
down
of
below.
up.
You know what it's at. You know where your bread is wetted. You know what wets your bread.
Fucking pull the like, hello, my name is Elder Ray, and I would like to share with you this most amazing god.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
this is literally a scenario from like one of my favorite webcomics. So I'm riding high.
Roll me a persuasion again.
Can I do with advantage because I'm saving their lives with water?
I'm gonna say no, only because they are a war-torn group on their third day of walking through the desert.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. 19 plus 1, 20.
Okay, good to know. Alrighty. Is there anything else anyone would like to do with their day before it starts?
Nothing from me. I will be right back.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna put an ice cube down Holden's shirt.
Why?
Oh,
Where did you even
honestly,
get that?
at that point, wouldn't it just be like very nice?
Honestly.
Because I've literally like done that when it was like 90 out, and I just like got an ice cube and I just put it like in my shirt. And I'm like,
I summoned water with groundwater, and then I can freeze it with shape water. So like, I have
You're the
on-demand
water
ice
dude.
cubes to put down your shirt.
When I wake
Thank
up, I
you.
would
Send
like
me
to
one of
kill
those.
Fenris.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Do I
I'm
roll
not
for
doing it
that,
while
or
you're
can I
asleep.
just?
I'm doing it
Can I
right
just
before
do
we get
that?
ready to go.
I'll just let you do that. I'll give you a 20. Here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and of course, I'll
And-
make sure to like. Oh, sorry.
And with that, I would like a D100 and 2D.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'd like to warn like the people as we like are doing the marches and stuff like that. It's like I got a divine sign the other night, so just make sure. Obviously the normal threats of the desert, but make sure to watch out, especially for tremors.
Okay. Good stuff.
A D100, you say?
Indubitably.
And then
Does
what
it
was
mean-
that you needed? 2d4.
2D8 and a D100.
I want to roll one of the d8s.
Can I roll
Okay.
the tens place for the?
What? Just roll the D100.
Okay.
Tens place.
I'll roll the other D8.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 5.
A 93.
You rolled a 7 and a 5.
Pretty sure the last time I rolled the
On the
D100, it
D8s.
was 90 something.
You're
I think
cranking
it
90s.
was. That sounds right. Cranking 90s out here.
Sorry.
That was for the door, right, or the gate. Because I was like, oh, I rolled a 90 whatever, and you were like, dragon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Maybe we'll see another dragon.
I am the dragon.
Weed.
Fantastic.
The dragon warrior.
I am the Dragon Ball Z.
I am the Dragon King.
Roll a D2 for me and pick 1 or 2 before you do it.
Heads.
Okay.
I'll pick one.
Okay.
Oh wait, Dre. Do you want to roll
What?
the D2?
Oh God.
Everyone's done something for this event except you.
Flip a coin.
I don't have a coin. I'll roll a d2. I'm gonna pick one.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
I'm picking one. Watch this. Should I do it? Actually, should I do it digitally? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
All right. I picked one. I got two.
Okay. Sounds good.
How many hit points do you have?
Oh.
How much have you lost in a coin toss? Okay. Let me get things here and here. Cool. Okay. You all go about your day. The first half of your day, you guys are hit again with the intense heat wave of the desert. Completely clear sky, not a cloud in sight. I need your general checks to see how your speed is going. Perceptions, insights, persuasions, so have you.
Can
Are
we
we-
use
Whatever
command
you
help
guys-
once again?
Yes, you guys can have help. If you'd like to change your activity, let me know.
Nat 20 for me.
That's your
18
second
for
these
me
checks.
for the persuasion morale check.
Good job.
Thank goodness for the
18 for
advantage, because
perception.
I'd rolled a 3.
Damn.
Nice.
This is a
Okay.
cruel joke. 10.
Why are you not letting Okino
Because I am the
roll?
player.
I am the player. Did you
And
at
that's
least
how the
roll an
cookie crumbles.
advantage?
I rolled a 3
Yep.
Yes.
and an 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Fantastic. And what was
Okay.
Fenris?
18.
Okay. It's very similar to your first half of the day yesterday. You guys, the three of you, are working pretty well in tandem with your NPCs and with each other, keeping everyone moving at a solid pace, keeping morale up, keeping a good eye out for danger and other general things. Holden, there's a lot of tired people back here, and by the time you realize that one person needs help, there's two more that seem to be lagging behind a little bit, and by the time you get to them, there's like four, and you're having a bit of a hard time, you and Okino. And it's kind of slowing down the group a little bit, but hopefully it shouldn't be too terrible. We'll see how that goes on the second half of the day. Along your route, you guys find... Oh, actually, before I do it... So silly. I'm so silly.
What's
Hold on.
what's so fucking silly?
I'm so silly.
What have you done?
2d4. Please and thank you.
I'll roll one of them. It's
I'll
a 1.
roll the other.
Excellent.
Where did... Oh, there it is. I was just saying, where's my D4 gone? What did you roll, Zach?
1.
Fuck. I also rolled 1.
Okay.
Is
You
this
find-
some kind of cruel joke?
You find 2 tumble dusters.
Whoa,
Eat
Gamer
them.
is that good? What do they
Yeah.
do again?
So these are the ones where if you eat it raw, you harvest it and you eat like the fruit in the center. For 1 hour, you gain 3 temporary hit points and advantage on your next dex save. Or if you brew it into a potion, you can get a potion of climbing or a potion of lesser speed, which would be plus 10 movement for an hour.
Sick. We'll harvest those.
And I will need a very quick moment. I'm so sorry. Be right back.
You should
Do
be
it.
sorry.
Phone calls.
Waste of my fucking Sunday. No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
Gamers,
She-
how are we? How are we feeling?
You know.
Like I'm a part of some cruel.
Oh,
Yeah, bro, your dice rolls suck. I don't know what to tell you.
Good.
I'm sorry.
You better not ever go to cell block 1.
Give me your
Whoa.
dice.
sure thing. I'll mail them to you tomorrow. Which ones do you want?
All of them.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I knew he was either gonna say like all of them or like just the D4s or something.
No, my two choices were all of them or those.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
God damn it.
Write down
I
that
got
you
to
have
be.
2 more of those tumble dusters.
Yeah, who has the tumble dusters written down from before?
It
So
is not
Yeah.
me.
we found a few of them before.
I believe you found 7 last time, maybe.
You gotta start writing the stuff down in like group notes as well.
You sure? I feel
Cool.
like it would be helpful for there to be like a section that is editable for you guys to like keep track of brewable things and cooking items and things like that. So I will I'll start thinking about what to do about that.
Fair.
Sure.
I think you had 7 of them before. So I think you're at 9 now.
That sounds right.
Okay.
I feel
We'll
like
go for
Fenris
that.
would be the kind to want them.
Yeah.
I definitely
Honestly, I
did
feel
not
like
take
we
them.
all would
Ooh,
wanna
if you
have
take
this
that in like while having a fly speed, does that make it so like you'd be flying like 70 feet around? That'd be
That's your
wild.
move. movement,
but
so-
also just holding and running faster is never a bad thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Who has the highest wisdom?
Me.
Yeah.
What is your wisdom?
Yes.
18.
Fantastic. While you guys are going along, this is even better that it's you.
Why?
You start
Why is
noting
it better than it's me?
a more intense rumbling sensation. You feel it in your boots. You can even kind of ambiently start to hear it.
Shit. Everyone, there's a tremor. Fuck. I don't know what to exactly do in this scenario. Like, do I sense in what kind of direction it's coming from?
I would say make me a nature check.
Or not a perception?
It is a rumble, so what would you see with your eyes? Are you looking
Perception's
with your
not just
eyes?
eyes.
Okay.
It's like touch as well.
Sure. Go for it.
So I'll knock off the so I only have +7 to this because it's not a sight based.
Probably in the future we'll make it a survival, but I will allow perception.
That's super
You ever
fair.
just like
Uh,
DM and forget what all things are that you can make people roll?
20
Funny.
total.
You think it's somewhere in front of you, but off to the left.
I'll like point in the direction that it's coming from, and I like. Do I have time to act? Like, is it
Yeah.
approaching?
Not that you can tell. It's still far enough away that it's not a threat yet.
So I will like. There's a tremor coming from that direction. If it gets any closer, everyone kind of stay behind me. I have something that can like potentially injure whatever it might be if it starts coming at us.
Sure.
Jaden and I should both be up in the air. What do we see?
Well, we'll carry your previous perception, which I think was 18.
Yes, that
Is that
sounds right.
Looking off in that direction, initially it didn't seem like anything, but now that a direction has been pointed out, there just so happens to be a kick up of sand in that direction.
Frick.
By kick up of sand, would you describe that as something is moving under the sand, or like sandstorm is coming?
I would say it's closer to something under the sand.
I think I'm immediately fly. Which I'm sorry, I'm being dumb. Which direction is it in relation to the group? It's behind the group, or that's
It
where it's coming
is
from?
it is between you guys and Kashvani, but off to the left.
Okay,
Mhm.
so closer to the front, right?
Yeah.
Um. I'm gonna fly down to Ray.
Okay.
I assume you also felt that, or see
Yes,
that.
I felt it in my boots.
It looks like something under the sand coming towards us.
Is it coming? It is coming towards us.
Or I'm sorry, I didn't see if it was coming towards us, did I?
With your perception, it's moving in your general direction. It's not pinpointed.
It's. I'll relay that to Ray.
Got it. Shit. Does that fit the description of any of the previous creatures we've heard about? Like the sand golem, is that how they travel, stuff like that? Like,
Give me a history check really quick, please.
can I do it with advantage because it was like yesterday?
Not for this particular thing,
That's
because
fair.
it wasn't from yesterday.
That is a 19 minus 118.
Okay.
I'm
When
in
you
survival
were-
mode right now.
When you were in Sheebish, there was this barrier around the city that isn't uncommon to desert cities like this, to keep sandstorms like this out. And typically that was because of the Silt Dragon, which is now dead, and in the Stygian. So either it came back, or this is something else that now has freedom of reign because the Silt Dragon is gone. You're willing to bet it's probably the second one.
Shit. Okay, that's not good. God, what do we do? Do we try to lure it away? Do we like this is also asking the group. Do you think we should try to lure it away? Do you think we should just try to like I don't know how we could necessarily avoid it if especially if it has any sort of tremor since it's gonna hear a bunch of people walking in a specific direction. I was thinking I can cast Guardian of Faith, which it doesn't specify that it has to be something within sight. So I'm guessing like the 30-foot or how many feet? Hang on, I'm looking real quick. But it within a specific radius of it, if it's like hostile, it takes damage.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So, sorry, no filter. Okay, yes. Lord Spectral Guardian hovers for the duration. Guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for the gleaming sword. Blah blah blah. That's just flavor. Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within the Guardian's range for the first time on a turn must exceed a. Okay, so it's just the range of it.
Okay.
It doesn't say like it has to be within sight.
Okay.
So I could do that if it like tries to attack or do anything like that to hopefully like at least do some damage.
Yeah.
But I sadly don't really have a way of like forcing it up. You know what I mean? To
think-
actually fight it, unless someone has like mold earth.
I don't, but I think. Is there any reason we It's in front of us to that side. We could kind of try and skirt around it, maybe, but I think it might just be better for us to keep moving forward at a good pace and have some of us go handle it.
If you want to lure it out, things that typically travel under the earth are usually not using their eyes.
Mhm.
I have chromatic orb, which can do thunder. I don't know if that would affect it in any way that would, like, if the thunder going through the ground would affect it in any way.
I mean, that's definitely a good idea if you want to try that. Absolutely. I don't really have a whole lot of other options that aren't like defense.
Yeah, I agree with Fenris though. Um, if we want to go try to deal with that, so that we can kind of deal with it away from the group, is I think what you were saying, Fenris.
Yeah, I can also try and bait it up into the air by like running on the ground as to be a target and then just flying up. I can
So like
confuse it.
we go like closer to it, bait it, and lure it away from the group.
Yeah, I can just fly it around or like land on the other side of it and run away, making impacts on the ground, and then just fly.
I mean, sure. That
Same
I'm
thing
okay with
100
that.
feet later and just kind of
I
skirt it
can put
around.
I can put Alden in charge of leading the group in the meantime, and we can go do that if
Okay.
that's all. Uh, I if that's all right with everyone else.
Where's
Uh,
Holden?
Wait, I'm sorry. What are you
oh,
doing?
I was just gonna go get Alden, put him in charge, and uh, in that time we would go over and try to like. Are you trying to attack, like fight the creature, or like just distract it?
I was just gonna bait it, but if we want to fight it, we need all of us. If we're gonna bait it, I'm just gonna run for like 10 seconds and then fly, and then
Fight
run for
it.
10 seconds and then fly.
Alden, he's in the way back. He's kind of hard to hear. What?
Fight it.
Oh well. God, how come he's so good at hearing when it comes to fighting stuff?
If we want to fight it, we can rock up and fight it, but
It's like that. I don't know if you guys. Sorry, this is off track, but I don't know if you guys have. I've only heard the audio, but it's like a TikTok of like, don't say treat around that guy, but like we have to
Yeah.
spell it because we can't spell. Do you want to go for a TREAT? Why are you guys spelling?
Treat, no treat, treat, no treat. What does BATH spell? Tardy.
well, do we want to vote on it? Fight versus bait?
um, I think we just go with the bait idea. I guess yeah. Is there? Can you have someone flying with you?
Yeah, Jaden is also on my fly spell right now.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay.
I think
As long
that's
as
the best
you're,
option for now, and we'll come to your defense if anything bad happens.
got
All
it.
right.
Yeah, I can dimension door me and one other person pretty far away, so we should be able to get to you pretty quick if we hear like bad stuff.
Well, you might hear bad stuff of it chasing us. I'll send you a sending if something bad
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, be safe. I'll give you like I'll just give a guidance real quick. So like,
Might as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I fly up to
Alright.
Jaden and relay the plan to Jaden.
I will
Okay.
I'll also relay the plan like to the people like there's something going on causing a similar like ruckus to the siltworms bullshit. We don't know exactly what it is, but we are sending people out to distract it away from the group. In the meantime, try to walk like in a like regular pattern. Like just try not to like thump too much on the sand.
Okay. Fenris, what is your plan?
So my plan is to fly over on the opposite side of this creature from the group of people, land on the ground, fire some magic at the ground in addition to running on the ground close enough to it that it will recognize that I'm there, and then fly like 50 feet forwards, and then do that again, and then like 50 more, like try and like make enough noise that it'll chase us without being on the ground the whole time.
Okay. And what was this? You said you were using a spell. Is it Firebolt?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use a cantrip and just bang, 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 bang.
Okay.
For extra impact, I will probably transmute spell the very first one into thunder damage to kind of like get its initial attention.
Okay.
And then after that, it would just be normal fire damage.
Okay. All right. Roll me just your damage roll for the firebolt. The first one, double it.
Okay.
Let me just see that one actually first.
It's 2d10 for firebolt. That's correct.
Lovely.
At my current level.
Yes.
Lovely.
Okay. You said the first one double it?
Yeah. Just
30.
do the first one now. Okay. Lovely. All right.
Okay.
Give me 2 more of those sets and let me know what
But
those
not
are.
doubled.
Don't double these, yeah.
Okay.
If you're just fire.
11 for the first one.
What is the first one? It
Oh,
clicked out for
they're
me.
both 11.
Okay. Okay, they're both 11. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. In the distance, you all see that like sandstorm kind of kicking up. You watch the like sandstorm briefly halt, almost like the sand stops kicking up quite as intensely, and then you watch a change in direction as it goes and starts following Fenris's ploy. As you continue to do this, Fenris, you note that the sand starts to diminish. It's not entirely gone, but it is slowly becoming less and less.
Okay. What do you
continue?
mean by that?
I mean that there is less and less sand being kicked up.
Oh, okay, okay. You're like, the sand begins to go away, and I'm like, we're in a desert.
Yeah, it disappears.
Oh
Like,
You're
why
my
is
in-
the
god.
sand
Eating the
disappearing?
sand. It's
You're in
oh
the
my god, it's
jungle.
holding. He's eating all the sand.
Hold it now.
That's why I was confused. I was like, you're in a desert. Which sand? Can we tell? Two points of curiosity. How is Jaden helping? Because I had Jaden come with me.
How is Jaden helping?
What is
Jaden done
Jaden?
lately?
Like, what is Jaden? I said that it sounded more malicious than I meant it in the way that
I know,
phrased that.
I'm
Like, what is
joking,
Jaden doing?
I mean, Jaden has regular arrows and some like they've got Pass Without Trace and Snaring Strike, Hunter's Mark, Searing Smite. I mean, it's nothing that reverberates like that.
Yeah. I would actually, better way to put it, I would probably say to Jaden as we were going over, laying out a plan, because this makes sense, that when I'm on the ground and don't have as good of a view of it while I'm firing spells, I'm just, because I don't need to like aim the spells at the ground, I'm going to be looking up at Jaden, and Jaden can call me back to the air when it starts to get a little closer.
Okay.
I think that's a way that makes sense for Jaden to help.
Yeah. Sounds like a good
and then
plan.
I'll probably continue this until it's a significant distance away from the group, enough that they can pass safely, and then I'll fly back with Jaden to the group.
Sure. Can you do me a favor and pick 5 of the 10s for me?
Pick 5 of the 10s?
Yeah, so like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Oh,
I
like
would
just
like-
5 of them total?
0
I would
and so
like
on.
40, 60, and 80, please.
Sure. I
Somebody
need
else
2
can pick
more.
the other 2.
70 and 10.
Fuck you didn't pick the last even number. It was a test. It was a ruse.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Okay. Cool. You continue on for about 400 or 500 feet. the sand being kicked up becomes less and less and less until it is entirely gone.
Okay. I fly up to Jade at that point. I don't know what that means.
Jaden kind of shrugs and is like, maybe it got tired?
I don't know. I think we should head back to the group in case it doubled back.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what that was. Was it the dragon? How many big things are in this desert?
I don't know. It's a very big desert.
Can you remind me what the feats are that you have?
The feats that I have,
Mm-hmm.
I only have Meta Magic Adept.
Okay. Good to know. Um, while you've been doing that, what has the other group been doing? The larger group.
Mostly keeping an eye out on Fenris and just making sure, like, just making sure nothing terrible happens.
I'm looking out for the refugees, making sure that they're like no one's getting like left behind, and like making sure that no one's like veering off or making too much noise, things like that. I ask them. I politely like sign to Okano like keep him quiet, please.
Okino gives you a thumbs up and says you got it in sign in return.
Oh.
Okay. Holden, what are you doing in this time?
Honestly, wait. Could I cast? This might be dumb. Could I cast like Pass Without Trace and kind of be like, Olin, could you lead the charge? I'm just gonna go near the kind of biggest group of people to quiet them.
Yeah. I got that.
Thank you.
Give you a nod.
And I'll do that to
If-
make sure that they're not.
If Ray and Holden both stay with the same group of people, they will not only be stealthy but fast. So people
hell
they
yeah.
will just disappear.
Truly.
I think Holden's probably using this time where we're probably slowing down for a moment, just in case we're coming up on something big, to try and catch up a bit with the people he's been trying to help.
Okay. Are you guys going at a slow, medium, or fast pace?
Sprint.
Slow.
Come on, guys, we need more votes here.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, I was looking through my notes. Is this for the big group?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like slightly faster than normal.
Sprint.
No, I think we should go maybe as a.
I think
At
we
a
should go
slower
slow while
pace,
we're waiting to hear from our scout.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Just like kind of slowing things down so we don't do something rash. That makes sense. Slow is fine.
Okay. Okay. As you guys are going along at a little bit of a quicker pace, you note that while the rumble had been entirely gone, you feel it starting to return. And it goes from nothing to the ground is shaking and a lot of sand.
Oh, sorry.
You
Oh, sorry.
But
You good?
I I will give you guys, those of you who can feel the ground, an opportunity to do something.
I would like to kind of like take my movement to like move through the crowd so that I'm like up a bit closer to like the front, like where it's
Mhm.
coming from, and I will cast Guardian of Faith,
Okay.
like right in front of people, and I'll like yell for people to get back. As yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Rosenholden?
I
Um,
am sprinting towards the front of this group. I shall be eaten before anyone else.
Rose is kind of helping Ray with like the people please get back. Like we need people to start moving away just in case.
Okay. Sounds good. And Holden, what are you doing?
Holden is sprinting towards the front of the group, like getting his weapon and shield ready.
I'm just imagining like a very cinematic, like sprinting through the crowd as like you're drawing your sword.
The sword is forming.
Oh
His
yeah,
laurel
you're like
disassembles and slowly reappears in his hand.
Nice.
A very cool visual always.
Go back. Listen to
Back
Ray.
up, back up.
Everyone get move backwards.
as I like form this big old bubble, like that I'm sure people thought must have just been like a decoration until now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why is he doing that? What's I gonna do? And it just like explodes and like lashes out with like light tendrils.
It's just, oh my god. Okay. The sand kicks up a good amount within your radius, but it doesn't really seem to go beyond like your knees. It's filing into your boots. Annoying. We hate that.
Ooh.
I've avoided this for like 4
Really?
days. This is some bullshit.
There is a gigantic burst from the sand out in front of you over near where your dear friend Fenris is flying off of the ground. Out of this large like explosion of sand comes another equally large creature, war torn and battered from what you can
What the
assume to be territory battles with the Silt Dragon. A very, very hungry caterpillar indeed,
No.
which bursts out of the ground, maw open, and with a natural 1 dex save from Fenris and a 6 from Jaden,
God!
they move last second and end up enveloped in the maw of this creature and disappear.
Oh my! Oh my
Fuck.
fucking god! Oh shit!
So good.
Are we gonna have to like fucking dimension door inside of that thing?
I have to get eaten.
Holden's like Fenris got eaten instead of me. He'll never let me hear the end of it.
This is
Ah.
I literally said I have to get eaten
Shit.
first. First off, fuck you, Fenris. You stole my thunder.
I'm sorry, my dice hate me.
Yeah, truly. Here's
We could just
we'll deal
move
with that
on
in a
without
minute.
him.
Well, so new character. No.
And
While
from the
you're-
distance, the other side, you see.
Here comes Fenris.
Here comes Fonris.
Searnef.
the mouth of the creature shuts and it makes this rainbow-like archway and bursts back into the earth with this explosion of sand, like a mushroom cloud up into the air. Your companions are gone.
Dick. Oh, fuck.
What would you guys
Ah.
like to do?
Shit. What?
Was that Fenris?
Yes. And Jaden.
Oh, no. God.
We have to lower it back out. It's going back into the ground.
Is it within 500 feet?
So my gut wants to say no because I assume it was led at a diagonal away from you guys for 500 feet. And Fenris went out ahead. So I want to say no. Does that seem unfair to say?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I guess I don't.
I'm
I'm
still-
very distance challenged, so I don't know how large a distance 500 feet is, as in like.
Hold on while I do
Leverage.
geometry. Lucy, get
In-
out of here.
In America units, it's
500
1.5
feet.
football fields.
Yeah, it's 500.
Oh yeah. That makes it. You know what? I'm getting it now.
I hate
One and
all
a
of
half
this.
I
football
don't know if that
fields.
actually helps you at all, but it helps me. To
You're awfully
visualize
chipper
something.
for someone who just lost their character.
If you look at roll 20, I don't think he did yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
No, we're not dead yet.
I wouldn't one-shot somebody for a singular natural one yet. I am going to say executively it's probably about 800 feet away because of the diagonal of purposefully leading it away from the group. It being within 500
frick,
feet would
that's
be
super
awful.
far. Got it. Shit. Besides like just running and then like then hopefully getting into range and teleporting, I have no like I move fast ability. Is holdout still around?
Yeah.
Yeah, that holdout would be our best bet. Holden can make us move faster.
Okay.
I'm going to
I
be-
can get us in there.
Yeah, I'm going to be lagging a little bit behind, but that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We need to get to them.
Yes. Shit. Okay. Well, how about you and I ride holdout? Holden runs as fast as the horse, making us a bit faster. And when we can get in, I can get me and one other person inside the worm. Who's going?
B. You have to let me in. Not
Why
not
do
in
you
a not
seem
in a sense of reckless
super
adventure,
keen?
but in a sense of
You have to save your friend?
yes.
Your friends? Okay, got it. Let's do this. And could you, because you can fly, could you try to keep it distracted? Since now you can fly way about out of its reach and do some wizard shit.
I can try.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. I'll if holdout's there, I'll climb. I'll scramble onto holdout. It's all right, let's do this. Get on.
Hey,
Okay.
Jaden, should I send them ascending, or do you think they know coming inside here is a really bad idea?
Jaden's on their hands and knees hacking up sand.
Yeah.
And I will say, just yelling back, Alden's in charge. We got to save our friend. Get to the city if you go to you know what to do. I trust you. Bye.
He's got his hands on his head and this are you fucking
Uh,
serious expression.
Who has the book?
Me.
That would be Fenris.
Yep.
We gotta get in there.
Making this doubly more important.
I would be fine.
So fucking horrible.
I don't know how it possibly is. I don't know how it's possible that I'm the one that got swallowed, and I'm by far the least worried about this.
Well-
rolls could not have been better. You rolled a natural 1. Jaden rolled a 6. I rolled a natural 20 to attack. It's like, I was
Oh,
like, no matter what, they're taking some damage. But no,
Gulp.
in you go. Just gulp. You're in there now. Okay, what is the plan? I think we might have to end a little bit early because I didn't anticipate the sandworm getting rolled. I was like, the chance is low.
Was that the
Um,
93?
Maybe. I can't tell you my secrets.
Alright, the maybe is
Uh,
a yes. I've deciphered.
the plan is Ray and Rosabella are riding Holdout. Holden is running alongside because he can run super fast.
And also, by running close to holdout, we will be both moving 120 feet
faster.
per turn.
Yes, and then once they are within 500 feet, Ray is dimension dooring him and Holden
into
into the worm.
to help save Fenris and hopefully, honestly, kill that fucker. Kill
And then
that
from
thing.
and
We
then
wanna
from
go through its
there
heart.
from there Rose will be flying around trying to create like disruptions on the worm from outside.
Okay. Gotcha. You're doing disruptions. Disrupt. Okay. And you're doing a dimension door. Okay. I think that we go up until theoretically you guys get inside the worm, and we'll have to call it there for this week.
That's
I
good.
would
Sounds
like
good.
I would like to fully prep the worm before you guys.
That is very
explore.
understandable. That-
Yeah. Coolio.
just imagining Fenris being like, "Man, this is a doozy."
I hope that Jade Fenris is just sitting there looking at Jade. I never want to taste sand again.
Jane's like blinking it out of their eyes. And they're like, is this how it is all the time for you guys?
No. Getting
Okay.
swallowed by a very large creature is a first.
I hope it's a last.
I do too. This isn't fun.
No.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. I'm just covered in sand and I got thrown around a little bit.
Is it? I know this is a sandworm. Is like sand, but is it wet in here?
The interior is actually more stone-like than anything else. It's not stone. It's like arid inside of this place. And the
Dude's got dry bones.
the floors, the walls, the ceilings, if you can call it that, within this place, seem to have almost like a breathability to it. Like the entire thing is a set of lungs. So
Ah.
there's airflow in here.
So is it like fleshy?
No, it's like stony.
Okay.
It's flesh colored. But it's kind of
Gross.
tough in here. Interior and exterior seems to be that way.
Hey Jaden, bear
Um,
with me. I want to test something. I'm gonna firebolt the wall.
Okay. Roll damage.
Give this fucker some indigestion.
That would be an 11.
Okay. You firebolt the wall, you watch the fall heat up a little bit. It's like a deeper pink color, and then it fades rather quickly back to the pale pink that it was before.
Did it seem like it just healed itself, or was it like it just didn't last very long? The damage.
Give me an Arcana or a Nature.
I will do a. Which one's better? I'll do whichever one is better. Arcana is +3. Nature is
Jaden will help you.
+3. They're all +3. 13, natural 1, so 16.
16. Did you do Nature or Arcana?
They're both the same. So
Yes,
I'll do
but-
Arcana.
Okay. You get the sense that your magic worked just fine. You feel like it didn't really do the damage you thought it would.
Okay.
With what you know about magic and magical creatures,
Yeah.
you have a feeling that this thing is invulnerable to anything fire based.
Huh. Well, that's good to know.
Back on the
Um,
outside. Oh, do you have something else you wanted to do really quick?
no.
Coolio. On the outside, Holdout is sprinting across the desert with Ray and Holden on top and Rose flying.
No, Rose and Ray on holdout. Holden is running.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let me swap this.
It's so cool to me that Holden and Holdout, as long as Holden is full sprinting, move the same speed.
Yeah. Also, I've just realized that Rose knows that I am alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're not in danger.
True.
Yes, you're in a
also-
worm.
We also don't fully know if you were to die, if the transformation would be instant for Rose, or the feeling would be instant.
She, I guess, yeah, we don't know the feeling would be instant. She has gotten before like the feelings of people like her wards dying. She hasn't had any of them die yet, but she has had the feeling that one of them is dying.
Did that happen instant?
I think so.
Dang.
Okay. All right. So Ray and Rose on Holdout sprinting across the desert alongside Holden, who is just sprinting.
Yes.
Is Naruto
It-
running?
Truly. It takes you guys a little bit to get up to this worm, and in this time, the worm has been taking a downward dive into the sand again. But it is so big that it takes a while. It's a long boy, and you can see a variety of scars and old wounds and bites and things along its sides. It has like like a mixture of fin-like paddles and long spindly centipede legs, kind of
What?
helping to propel it along the surface and then swim once it gets beneath the surface. You
Hate it.
guys are able to get up to the creature itself. What is your plan?
I think, like, it doesn't look like I don't know how we would be able to, like, just the three of us take this thing down and get them out like the
Oh
old-fashioned
no,
way.
absolutely not.
So I think it really is like we don't have a choice other than to go in, do we?
Hey, that's y'all's
It's
choice.
been like-
You two are the ones who would do it.
It's like I got Spirit Guardians up. So, and it's been like 3 rounds since I did it. So, all right, yeah, I think I'll just like reach down to Holden, like look to Roosevelt and be like, "Yo, you got this."
I think so. Yes, I've got this. I'm not even gonna say I think so. I've got this.
Got it.
Holden,
I reach down to Holden. Come on.
Holden mentally hold out. Protect these people in my stead.
All shall perish in my wake.
And then he will grab hold of Ray's
We
hand.
do like a man handshake, just the predator handshake, just and I will summon like the most powerful level of spell I have to you see like a swirl of like radiance and like kind of this warping like miasma of like color, like a bubble's just kind of like forming around us, and then at the last second you see like this like weird like bubble aura just kind of crack and shatter and implode inward as we are both sucked through it and into the stomach of this thing.
And that is Ray and Holden going.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You got it. Okay. Your friends disappear inside Rose. The two of the people that you're meant to protect are now gone from your view entirely. And you're outside with the purple horse and hopes and dreams, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, inside, because this is an entirely different part of the worm, your friends find themselves here instead.
Yeah, I figured that would
Um,
probably
There we
happen.
go, baby.
Within
I
these,
also figured.
turning winding interior of this creature, you guys are briefly separated by this like stony but pink like flesh colored walls. But you are able to come around the side and be on the same side as each other. Yeah, 3 of you are now inside of this worm. We will. I think we will end the session right there. The time being.
I have a really dumb idea.
Oh,
Write it down.
let's
Write
hear
it
it.
down.
Just because I'm curious, I want to hear the ruling because I looked up if there was a ruling and I realized the answer was that there isn't a ruling, so it's DM discretion.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if I polymorphed this thing while we were inside it?
let's not try this.
Mm,
You should totally try it. Why
Can I-
not?
I would be down to lose
Yes,
all
you would
3
be
of
down
us.
instantly.
So the 2 rulings that I saw that were different people were like, this is what happened in my campaign. Was one person said, because you're inside the creature, you're treated as that creature's gear and you just become part of the new form. The
mm,
other ruling that I saw was that because you are not gear and there's not enough space inside the new creature, if it's something smaller, you pop out doing some damage both to you and the big one.
Chris.
Possible. If that is a gamble you would like to take.
Like an ending your turn inside of a wall effect.
Yeah.
Oh, like you take like 4d10 force damage and are shunted out.
Yeah, like that type of thing. Because you're in a smaller space than you can handle, like you're inside something.
I did realize I do actually have the blink spell, so I can actually pass through walls.
Good.
Wild.
Well, here's the thing. You could pass through walls if it was stationary.
Yes.
Currently, if you
Like-
were to blink to is it the ethereal plane or the astral plane?
The ethereal.
Yeah, if you blinked over to the ethereal plane, you would then come back and the worm's just gone.
I mean,
Well, would I be? Hang on. I'm
so
confused.
realistically, at worst, this situation, or at worst, assuming we don't get absolutely fucking rolled by just some random effect that kills everything inside the worm.
What a weird way for this campaign to end. Just completely how do I say? Completely unceremonious. Like a
if
random worm kills you.
if we have
everyone
the
but
option,
Rose.
if we have the option of if we do nothing, nothing will happen to us, then like at worst, I long rest, I prepare Dimension Door, and then we both just get out of here.
Yeah, you can long rest inside of the worm.
But
Mm.
That sounds good.
that's probably not a good idea. But
I don't like this.
I love it.
Anyway, we should do the pros and cons. I did really enjoy this session.
I did as well.
We changed the music to our incredible outro music.
I unfortunately will see it as a tiny bit of a con if a random roll table kills us.
Yeah.
Well, remember,
It will depend on y'all.
It will. It will.
Remember, we did choose to go in at this point.
This is
Yes.
no, that is true. At the end of the day, it was our choice. We could have just left him.
Both of them.
let me rephrase.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
should have just let me figure out how to get out of this.
Well, but
Pulling more people in
like,
here is a terrible idea.
that's thinking about it from an outside point of view.
Yeah.
To our characters. Fuck you!
were
I'm
just
coming to
been-
get you.
You've been eaten.
And we don't know if you're
Look-
like we don't think you're dead because
Uh,
last time something like this happened, she felt it immediately. So of course she would be
Yeah.
like, "We gotta save him.
So
He's still alive."
The logic I understand is from Holden, who doesn't think things through and charges with a sword headfirst into danger. Like that is Holden. That makes sense. right? But like, in what world is Rosabella going? While I sit on the outside, unable to protect people, I'm going to send both of my trustees into the stomach of the giant
That
sandworm.
What
That
is
was
what
a
is
little-
Rose going to do on the inside?
wizard stuff.
That's,
like
that's
what?
fair, but like, why
I
would
don't
you
know.
say?
Like
Why
the
would you?
spell banishment. I don't know.
Like, it
Steel
doesn't make
spell.
sense to me to go.
Healing.
One of my charges is inside this sandworm. That's a problem. How am I going to fix that? Let's throw another one in there.
I mean,
Look,
I mean,
What's
in
I
the
for a
other
penny, in for a
options?
pounding. Like,
What's in the split
no
second
token.
of Fenris has just been eaten?
Yeah.
What is the other option?
Let me figure it out. You know I'm alive.
So the options are so what I'm thinking. So your more logical
also
option
don't
is
don't
Fenris
be
has
like you guys are idiots for trying to save you.
Fenris. So the
This is
more
not a
logical
great way.
option is Fenris has been eaten. We know he's alive, but don't know his status at all. So we do nothing.
continue
That's
as
fair.
normal.
That's fair.
That's the more logical option.
You're like, well, gang, sucks to suck.
Yeah, Fenris. Oh well, Fenris has been eaten by a giant worm that we know nothing about. He'll figure it out. He's got it. Whatever.
He's got Jaden. They
Fuck
got
it,
this.
right?
Yeah,
Fair,
Jaden,
if
who is so fucking powerful.
Like, because I know Jaden can do like the teleport via arrows thing, but like,
Where's the arrow
I
gonna
think
go?
that's only for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
It's only for them, and where's the arrow gonna go?
Yep.
you'd have to like make your way all the way back to the moat
I think it would be one thing
and
because
hope that it opens.
let's also put it like this, right? I know sorcerers get access to Dimension Door.
Yeah.
If best case scenario were to happen, you get eaten and we go, no, okay, we gotta do something, and then you pop right back out with Jaden, and we go, oh,
Yes.
I
I
just
know
don't have Dimension Door prepared.
that didn't happen. So, for all we know, there is no magical button to push and you get ejected out like we're in Finding Nemo. We're gonna have to
Banishment
cut our
would've been
way
a
out
genius idea.
if it failed.
Yeah.
Also, do we count as the contents of its
Well,
stomach when it
huh.
gets banished?
Now that I think about that, you could banish someone else, and it says they appear in the same spot.
Well,
So
now
underground.
that's
So
like
if
the blink
you
thing.
banish and then it moves,
Yeah, but we would be underground. We would just pop
yeah,
out.
that would be
under-
unfortunate.
Yeah.
It would have had to been like as soon as it popped up, as soon as like you were still in the air. You know what I mean? But you were in its mouth
Yeah.
before it like delved back in the ground, which unfortunately it is in the ground. Or I don't know.
Guys,
It's exact.
The one, and I mean, this, of course, this fucking happens on the one and first time this entire campaign that I don't prepare Misty Step.
Mm.
Dude, I
Well,
was literally like,
to be
I mean,
fair-
at least he has Misty Step if we see like a little out.
I don't have
Misty
it.
Step is something that you have to be able to see, though.
Yeah, I can't just go through the
True.
wall of the creature.
We would
Like,
need,
yeah.
we would need to like breach a
hole.
hole through it or something.
That was also the issue with Jaden's thing, is that they can fire an arrow, but it has to be to somewhere Jaden can see. So that
Yes.
by the time the arrow hits the ground, they have been swallowed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Had they not been
like-
surprised.
mhm,
So it was,
No, I
it
get
was
that.
kinda like,
Like-
damn.
mhm. So like the only way they could like potentially like get out that way is by like going all the way back to its mouth and waiting for it to like open into something and just firing it out.
Yeah.
I think there's a part of me that just thinks Fenris is like, there's no reason not to just make this thing uncomfortable with the fact that we're here and make it try and spit us up and just be Toll the Deading this thing every 6 seconds as we walk along.
I do have Spirit Guardians up for another 7 rounds, and that just does damage to any hostile creature within like 15 feet of me. And it makes it slower. So I'm just like, I'm like the world's like most dangerous lozenge. It's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm in your small intestine. What are you gonna do? Flex?
Fenris every 6 seconds is just like snapping to a catchy tune of a song. And it's just every time he snaps, it's just 2d12 damage, 2d12 damage, 2d12 damage, 2d12 damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, literally just but it's bang, bang, bang.
God, we're gonna die.
No, you're
It's gonna like
not.
watch. It's gonna be like, oh, I know how to solve this. It swallows a fucking boulder.
The boulder.
The boulder is gonna hurt the party when it rolls over. It's gonna be like Indiana Jones.
All right. Has everyone done their pros?
Yes.
Yes.
I really like the travel mechanics. Despite the fact that it could kill us, I do really like the like tables and stuff. I think we saw a lot of cool stuff. And even if this does kill us, it is at least something like massive and significant as opposed to like a dog or something. So that's fair. I'd rather die to a giant monster than to like I fall and die or something. You know what I mean?
That's right. You'd rather be written about, right? You'd rather be in
Exactly. It's like, oh, this guy teleported into a worm to die.
Exactly.
It's like,
there
that-
we go.
that's
Look,
worth a
we've
Darwin
come
Award.
full circle today.
God damn it.
Pros? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cons? Nah.
No.
Yeah.
That
Gotcha.
bit will never get old.
Good night, YouTube. Good
Good.
night and good
Good-
boring.
Good time of day to
Shut
whoever
up.
is watching. Whether the sun is up or gone, I hope you enjoyed the content.
Unless you're French.
Unless you're French.
What if our like one good fan is like a French person?